What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to Shades Tube. Thank you guys for coming in. Happy and blessed Wednesday. Today is September the 27th, 2023. I'm glad to see you guys, and I hope you guys are having a great work day. All right. So today's topic is going to be about the disappearance of Joan Risch, okay, who disappeared a long time ago, but y'all, they still have not figured out what happened to this lady. All right, so we will talk about this briefly today and also go over some breaking news. All right, but before we do that, let me go ahead and ask you guys to hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming video. Thumbs up this video if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. And you can leave a comment if you watch this in the replay section. But most importantly, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notifications. All right. All right, let's go ahead and go over the Copyright Disclaimer Act, which basically says copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. That entire copyright disclaimer is going to be in my comment section. It is in my description area, and some of it is scrolling across that blue screen thing right there. All right. I forget they call that the ticker, I believe. The ticker. All right. All right. So welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches this in the replay. And as people come into the chat, if anybody coming here, I'll say welcome to them at that time. Also, y'all, if you want to show support to this channel, you can show support by doing a cash app to $ShadesTube as well. Okay. Okay. So we're going to start off with first talking about a little breaking news, and then I'm going to go ahead and go over this topic, and then that's going to be it for today. All right. So let's go ahead, because yesterday I wasn't able to come back on. So I ended up going out to visit somebody and got delayed and stuff like that. Okay, so let me go ahead and go over some breaking news for you guys real quick. Here we go. Let's see. So it's breaking news, breaking news, breaking news time. All right. Okay, so I really, regarding Crazy Bone, I haven't heard anything regarding his surgery or anything. But again, I still keep him and his family in my prayers, but I haven't seen any updates regarding that, just so you guys can know, and I've been looking, just nothing, just the same old stuff, basically, nothing new added. But I do hope he, went through his surgery successfully. I really do. Okay, so let me go ahead and go with some breaking news. Okay, so they found a kidnapped teenager. She was rescued from a Southern California motel room after being held for 4 days, y'all. 4 days in a hotel room. And this is according to, let me turn this down. This is according to LA Insider Scoop. So this kidnapped teenager was rescued from this hotel after she was being held against her will for 4 days. Okay, let's go ahead and get this entire story, because that was a TikTok thing. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on, let me just get this pulled up real quick. So this the girl is 17 years old. Actually, it's a boy. Why don't we have girl up here first? Actually, I think it's a boy, y'all. It's a 17-year-old boy in Southern California. He was kidnapped and held hostage for 4 days by his captors, who threatened to harm him if his family did not pay a $500,000 ransom. All right. So let's see. What did they say here? So it's a little black. I think it's a little black boy. Let's see. Anyway, authorities. Let me turn this dang thing off. Hold on. So police rescued a 17-year-old boy in Southern California after he was kidnapped and held hostage for 4 days by captors who threatened to harm him if his family did not pay a $500,000 ransom. Okay. The teen was rescued Friday after law enforcement tracked him and his three kidnappers to a motel in Santa Maria, a city about 140 miles northwest of downtown Los Angeles. Anyway, the nightmare, y'all, started on Monday morning when the kidnappers caused a car crash in San Bernardino County, which is roughly 200 miles from Santa Maria. And they abducted the teen when he got out of his car to look at the damage. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles, a doorbell camera recorded the kidnapping. These people are getting bold, man. I mean, dang, they caused a whole crash to get the little boy to get out of the car to look at it, and then they grabbed him. And how do they know that the teen's parents got money? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the kidnappers called the teen's mother from a Mexican phone number and demanded $500,000, saying it should be delivered to Nogales, Mexico. Federal prosecutor said the men repeatedly called her over the 4 days and threatening to harm her son if the family did not pay. The suspects also took a video that showed the teenager being forced to read from a script saying the abduction was his father's fault for an incident that allegedly happened in New York, authorities said. Dang, the script said the father knew what he stole, and the video was sent to the boy's mother. That is crazy, y'all. Few things can be as terrorizing to a parent as having your child kidnapped and held for ransom under threat of physical harm, U.S. Attorney Martin Estrada said in a statement. The captors, three men in their 20s, were charged federally with kidnapping and could face life in prison if if convicted. They are scheduled to appear in court Monday afternoon. Now, I don't know if these are the three dudes here. I'm not sure. I'm not going to show you this, though, because I don't know. Law enforcement used a Facebook marketplace posting and the doorbell camera footage to track the victim and the suspects to Santa Maria. At least one firearm was recovered from the motel. Police found the boy lying on the floor in a corner of the motel room. The family did not pay the ransom because they probably didn't have the damn money. You know what I'm saying? They probably did not have the money. That is so weird. And that's nothing to these parents, man. They need to watch what they do. Watch your actions because you never know what the people you're messing with or you're stealing from or you're running your mouth about. You don't know who they know. Okay. And a lot of times they don't try to come after the parents or the person who did it. They go after the weaker people, like your kids, your wife, your significant other, your mom, things like that. So when they hit him, they knew it was him in the car. They knew everything. This was all planned, and this is crazy. And I think this is the little boy right here. I hope so. Anyway, let me show you guys a picture, and I'm also playing a TikTok video in 1 second. Wait a minute, hold on. I can't even get the damn thing pulled over here. Okay, y'all see? That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Man, as soon as he got out, they grabbed him and stuff. And I guess threw him in the car and all of that. You can't even stop to check out your car these days. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if it's true what they said about the father, that's why I said these parents need to watch what they do because you never know. Your enemies may come after your kids, okay, because they're weaker. They don't know what's happening. They can set your kids up in so many ways, like they did this little boy. They followed this little boy, caused the accident. When he got out of the car to check his damage, they grabbed him. Then they took him to a hotel in Santa Maria, and then they called the mom many times asking for $500,000 or they were going to kill the boy. And the thing is, if the police wouldn't have used some good detective skills and things like that, this little boy could have possibly been killed because of whatever money that the dad or whatever he stole allegedly, whatever they're talking about. That is crazy. Now, like I said, I don't know if these are the three dudes, so I'm not going to show a picture of them. Anyway, I don't think it is. I think these are rappers, so I'm not going to show these pictures or anything. But that is crazy, y'all. 17-year-old boy. So they don't just attack girls. They also grab dudes. You know what I'm saying? 17 years old. But I'm so glad they you know found this little boy and stuff. Okay, let's see. A bunch of the kids been taken to hotels and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking at it right now. So many. Let me go to this TikTok video so you guys can hear it off of here as well. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What did I do with it? I don't even be knowing. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know y'all have to give me time to find the damn article because I always have everything prepared. But I have to go down and see where is it at because I have a lot of stuff stored on my phone. Y'all just don't know. That's why I hate going to pick up my new phone because I have to make sure everything goes to this phone. They so damn dodo birdish at T-Mobile is ridiculous. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up through the TikTok video that I just had a few minutes ago. Let me see. Oh no, this is another story. I made a mistake and clicked on the wrong. Okay, so let me see if I can play. Let me see if they got any music in the background. These people can't do shit. So here we go. This is the fair use. Okay, they're not gonna talk, they're just basically going over the story and stuff. So what I'll do, because I thought they were gonna talk, I'm gonna do this. So let's see. So like I said, he was here for 4 days. That's basically all they got. I thought they was gonna actually talk about it, but they more importantly just showing the article. But I just told you guys about it. I'm glad he was found. I'm glad he's okay, and I'm glad they got the 3 people who did it. And they need to talk to that dad to see what is he involved in, because it may be some more charges, because that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better worry, be concerned about your kids when you're doing illegal shit, stealing stuff from people, when you are running your mouth on YouTube and off of YouTube. You just better watch back and hanging with people that are no good. You know what I'm saying? That are no good and you're still hanging with them. So you better watch out for them because these people do not care. All right. So anyway, y'all, Nelson Mandela's granddaughter, Zolika, is dead at age 43. Okay. This happened, I guess, a couple of days ago. I'm not sure. Well, she passed away on Monday, September the 25th at the age of 43. Family spokesperson shared the news on social media with the following statement. On Monday, September the 18th, Zolika Mandela was admitted to the hospital for ongoing treatment for metastatic cancer for the hip, liver, lung, pelvis, brain, and spinal cord. Dang. Okay. Recent scans reveal significant disease progression, including fibrosis in the lungs, as well as several emboli. The statement continued. Zolika passed away on the evening of Monday, September the 25th, surrounded by friends and family. Our serious gratitude to the medical team that took care of her. That is sad. 43 years old, y'all. My prayers and sympathy is expressed out to her family members and her friends and other relatives and things like that. That is sad. Let me show you a picture of her and may she rest in peace. 43 years old. I say you never know when your time is up. That's why you have to live life the right way, to the fullest. Be happy, surround yourself with positivity. And that's just on everything, because you never know when your time is up. And again, my condolences are expressed out to her family and friends, and my prayers, and may she rest in peace. All right. So let me show y'all this video. Hopefully, let me make sure it's not on YouTube, because I think it's on TikTok. I'm going to show it on TikTok, where this rat and this dog are going head to head for a showdown. Let me see. It's an ad coming up right now. Let me see if I can wait till this ad is over. But while it's going, I'm just going to tell you, this video has around more than 17 million TikTok views. Okay. And they are watching the moment a dachshund attempts to take on a wild rat before the showdown takes a surprising turn. So we're going to see that in 1 second. Once this daggone commercial goes off, we're going to see exactly what they are talking about. Hold on. Let's just wait till that commercial is over, y'all, with its ads. Because I'm not paying for ad block. I'm tired of paying all this stuff. So here it is right here. I don't hear anything. I don't know if anything gonna play. So let's see if this is gonna actually. I don't know why I don't hear anything. Hold on, let me see. Got the damn sound on. So let's see. Here they go with this damn music. So this is not a good video. This little ass rat. That's the dash hound. I know this is getting ready to be a dumbass video. I just know it is. Let's see. So that's the little rat that he's having a showdown with. Okay, let's see. So what does this say? It says, okay, so it was shared on September 22nd. Let's see, I knew they weren't going to show shit. I don't know why these people put this shit up here and don't ever show the video. Let me see if I can pull it up on TikTok. You don't even see anything. Okay, I mean, damn, why even put it up there if you're not going to show the video, right? Let's see, TikTok, dash hound takes, let me turn the volume down because you know some music finna come on this damn thing. Okay, so let's see, rat takes down, no, rat and dash hound, right? Dash hound, rat and dash hound. What do they say? Go against each other. Go heads on, I don't know. I think that's how they put it. Let's see if I can pull up the actual video to show it to you guys. So I don't think this is the actual one, but I'm gonna show you guys this one. This may be the one. They probably just use a different dog. Let's see if they got any music playing first. Okay, no music, so I can show it to y'all. Okay, wait, I'll show it to you. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so look at this. His ass running from that damn rat. This don't even make no sense. Look at this shit. I'll be running too. I don't like rats, y'all. He jumping all over the damn rat and stuff. It's hilarious. Are they playing? Now the rat scared his ass. The rat jumped up on his ass. Look at him. Actually, he probably jumping up at the dash hound. Look. Yeah, that's a big ass rat, y'all. That's disgusting, y'all. That's tripped out. He's running from the damn. I thought dogs kill rats. Look at this. Running from the damn rat, y'all. I didn't even know they jump up like that either. Let me see that again. Let me see these little dangerous creatures. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. Hold on. That is crazy. Let me see if somebody else. Okay. Oh, no, we can't be playing that. Okay, here we go. Oh, God, look at this one, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me see what they're playing. Oh, no, we can't be playing this. I'm just going to show y'all the video. They got rap music playing in the background and stuff. Shit. Look at this shit right here. I'm going to let y'all see it over again, though. He ain't playing no games. He is not playing no games. Damn, he took that damn that rat, and swung his little ass like that damn boxer swung. Let me stop. I'm so crazy. Look at this shit right here, y'all. This is tripped out. What is he doing? Okay, so that's how when he first got his little ass. I cannot stay a rat, y'all. Look at me slinging his little ass like he ain't nothing. Look like he biting him. Now what is he doing? Oh yeah, he biting him, killing him. Yes, he sure is, isn't he? Look at this shit right here. Damn, I cannot stand them damn rodents, y'all. Look at this. Let's see. Damn, this is a big ass rat too, y'all. Let me see. Yeah, he's big. That's a big ass rat. I don't care. That's a big ass rat. Okay, he should have tore his ass up. Okay, that's on everything. Look at this. Well, this they pet rat. I don't want to see. That's nasty. So let's see what this dog is running out there of. A rat. Oh, this damn dog is. Wait, where did he see today? I don't see no rat on this damn video. Okay, let me go to another one and see, because I don't see one. Yeah, they don't like him. He looked tripped. Look at that. He looked tripped out. Look at this dog. I'm trying to see if we're going to see a rat or something. Oh, shit. Look at this. That couldn't be that ain't no real rat. Is it? Shit, he eating that. Is that food or what? I know that ain't no rat for real. See, that can't be. What they did is that they put out a toy rat and then put food there in place to make y'all think he's eating the rat. He's not eating no damn rat. This is tripped out. These people are crazy. Let's see something. So, okay. I don't want to see this. Well, we can't see this. They said viewers' discretion is advised. Let me see what's going on in this video right here real quick. Damn, he biting. He killing this damn. Look, I'm gonna go show y'all. Look, he fucking this rat up, man. Oh, yeah, they tearing this rat up. They ain't never had no damn. I'm not gonna show you the gory details. They killed this damn rat, y'all. Look at this. They killed that damn rat, y'all. I can't stand the creatures. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. They killed that rat. But anyway, so I think I did show y'all the dash hound one, okay? Just to show you that some of these dogs do not like damn rats, and some do run from them. And I even seen a cat run from a damn rat. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if they said anything else about Crazy Bone real quick. Nope, nothing else. Still the same news. I just had to check him out real quick. Okay, let me go ahead and give you guys the next news article because I just want you guys to see that about the dash hound and the rat squaring off. Okay. Let me also tell you guys 15 diseases humans can get from felines. Okay. Not saying that all felines carry these diseases because I have a feline and I've always had cats and I have never caught anything from them because I take care of my cats anyway. Anyway, they say cats are pretty much low maintenance pets. They don't require near the attention and efforts dogs require. And they are pretty self-sufficient, which makes them a favorite pet in many households. Cats do require to be fed, obviously, to give water, litter box changes, and love. And they want to play too. They always forget that. However, they dictate when and where they want your attention. Okay. So let's see full page. You don't have to walk them. Well, these new age cats, you do, y'all. I have seen cats on leash and people take them out. We take our cat out. Okay. You don't have to worry they would chew on your shoes or use the bathroom in the corner. They will do some things like pull up carpet, mess with rugs and tear them up. Just they do stuff. My cat she does little things, not no big things, but she does little things. They do some things now. They're not innocent creatures. They do a lot of different things. Okay. Now, anyway, they say, but you do need to worry that they will pass on disease and infections. Okay. So let's just talk about some of these diseases. Okay. Real quick. Number one is the cat scratch disease. This disease is this particular disease is one which cats are known to pass on to humans. If your cat is infected with the bacteria that causes this disease and he or she scratches or bites you, the disease can pass along to you. Now, the first symptoms of that disease is inflamed lymph nodes, okay? And then you can have pain, fever, and severe headaches. It usually goes away on its own, but it can take months to do so without medical help, okay? Also, those who suffer from immune disorders will likely not recover from this particular disease without a doctor's help. So if you get scratched by a doctor, you notice that your lymph nodes have began to swell, you get fever, you start aching, go to the doctor, please. Number two, the best thing to do, though, is to take your cat to the vet and get them checkups, okay? Because I think they can tell if they have that disease. The next one is salmonellosis. Okay, I'm going to write it and put it in the chat because my ass did not pronounce that correctly, and I already know I didn't. But this is the disease. Malorosis. I don't know what the hell to say, y'all. Let me stop pretending like I know. Okay, let me stop pretending. Shit, because I don't know what the heck this says, okay? But it looks like it said salmonellosis. Salmonellosis, I guess. But anyway, it's a bacterial infection that cased when cats transmit it through their feces. This happens when a human might pick up cat feces with their hands or accidentally touch it when it's changing old litter for new. The contamination for cats is found in raw meats, animals that carry the bacteria, and that's it. If a cat passes it on to a human, the result is very similar to salmonella poisoning or infection or whatever you call it. You will become very sick, not feel well for days, and you could end up in the hospital looking for a diagnosis and cure for your ailment. Be very careful when you clean the litter. That's why you should wear gloves. Okay, who changes litter without gloves? Or even if you don't use gloves, you use a scooper, and then you should never touch feces. And even if you do, have sense enough to go wash your hands, okay, immediately. That's nasty. The next one is tapeworms. When it comes to cats and tapeworms, it's especially important to be very careful around children. Children are more susceptible to tapeworms than adults, which means that you might end up taking your kids to the hospital to find out what's making them sick. Cats can transmit this disease to kids and adults as well by the ingestion of a flea that got tapeworms. This seems disgusting and unlikely. After all, your kid wouldn't eat a flea. However, cats can deposit fleas anywhere, which means they can get into your kid's cereal, onto a blanket, or on which they are chewing, or a toy that goes into their mouths. All right, so just make sure you get take your cat to the vet and let them check to see if they have tapeworms. That's why you get them physicals at least once a year. The next one is roundworms. It's pretty easy to contract roundworms from cats if you have cats that live outside all the time or part of the time. When a cat uses the bathroom in the yard, he or she covers it up with dirt or soil. When a cat has roundworms, the ground in which his or her feces is found will be infected with the roundworms. This means that your kids can catch the disease playing in the yard. You too can contract the disease doing something like gardening, doing your gardening or cleaning the yard. Okay. The next one is ringworm. Ringworm is a fungal infection that can be derived from many places, including your cat. When a cat is diagnosed with ringworm, he or she can pass it along to anyone in your family with relative ease. One way in which ringworm is passed is through feces. It's something you can get cleaning out the litter box or picking up a minor accident on the floor. It's an itchy lesion that will go away with the over-the-counter cream medication, but it will come back repeatedly unless you have it treated by a doctor to kill it from the inside out. Let me tell y'all a little nasty little story real quick. When I had my daycare business, it was this little boy who had ringworms, right? And I didn't know he had a ringworm because normally in a daycare setting, if a child has a ringworm, you're supposed to call, send them back home. But the ringworm was hitting, so I didn't see it until later and everything. And I ended up catching that damn ringworm. Y'all, can y'all realize I had to fight those damn ringworms off for at least 3 to 4 years because I kept on getting them back and shit, all from this one little boy. So you have to be very careful with people when it comes to those ringworms because it's very contagious. The next one is gardaiosis. And again, I said that wrong, so I'm going to put it in the chat so you guys can see it. And this right here, my gardaiosis, I'm going to call it that, even though I know that's not right. If you touch waters that is contaminated by a cat with this type of infection, is going to get you. This might mean drinking water from a glass your cat saw sitting on the nightstand and decided to drink from when you were not looking. It can also be contracted by touching your cat's water dish to clean it. It's an infection that's going to cause diarrhea and upset stomach. It's certainly not the worst thing you can catch from a cat, but it is one of the least convenient. Fortunately, it doesn't last long. Okay, so that doesn't last long. So the next one is toxoplasmosis. Toxoplasmosis. You have heard of this because this is a very dangerous illness for certain people, like pregnant women. Okay, if a pregnant woman comes in contact with a cat's contaminated water or feces, this infection will get into her system and cause her baby undue harm. This is the reason women are not allowed to change or go near litter or cat food and water dishes while they are pregnant. It can also be breathed in from infected litter by a pregnant woman. Otherwise, it will only cause a bit of unsightly and no fun diarrhea. The infection will also go away, but it stays there for a little bit, okay? And they said it's inconvenient and disgusting while it lasts, which I can only imagine. Shitting every 2 minutes, I'm sure it is. The next one, y'all, is rabies. That's why you have to get your cat a rabies shot. If a cat is infected with rabies and bites a human, A human will then become infected with the disease. This is one very serious disease. If you suspect your cat might suffer from rabies, it's imperative you have that cat taken to the vet immediately in a carrier, or only hold the cat with gloves if they have rabies. Do not let that cat stay in your home or around your home. Rabies kills humans. There are 5 human stages, and most of the time it's too late to save the lives of people who are infected with the virus. Do not take this lightly. So make sure you get your cat their rabies shot, okay? Number 9 is Lyme disease. Outdoor cats are far more susceptible to this type of disease. It's transmitted from affected ticks to cats and humans. A human can get Lyme disease from an infected cat or an infected tick a cat brings into the house. You would know when you have Lyme disease when you have a rash that appears in the shape of a bull's eye. And then you can also have headaches, fever, and muscle pain. If you don't get this treated, it can cause serious mental changes that will forever affect your life in a negative light. Okay? Number 10 is leptospirosis. Okay, these words are hard as shit. Okay, so let me write that up there. Okay, how you spell that? Spirosis. I don't know if I said that right. That's why I just put it up there. Okay, let's see if that'll go up there. Hold on. Okay, so that can be transmitted from cats to humans with infected urine. Whether you step in urine or your cat leaked onto the floor, or you step in it outside or accidentally touch it when cleaning the litter box, it is dangerous. Cats don't show symptoms of this disease. This means it's particular dangerous because you can contract it from their infected urine without even knowing that there's anything wrong with the cat. This is a dangerous infection because it causes meningitis, and it causes kidney damage and liver. They got live failure. They don't ever edit anything. It causes liver failure. It's also known to cause respiratory issues and some other side effects that are potentially deadly. All right. Then you have hookworms. It's not entirely likely that a full grown cat will develop hookworms or pass them along to a human, but it's more likely that a kitten will do this. Okay. These worms are annoying and very dangerous. They are found in the feces of an infected cat and can be passed along by an encounter that's so minor you don't even notice it. Some of the effects of hookworms in humans include intestinal bleeding, severe itching, and inflammation. You'll notice the disease because abdominal pain will begin, and it will essentially turn into something that will require hospitalization and medical attention. What did I just put in that dryer? Let me think, because I don't like it when my clothes get wrinkled. Let's see. The next one is scabies. While it's something found more often in dogs, scabies is not a disease that's immune to cats. It is caused by mites that grow beneath the skin. They can be passed along from cat to human in many different ways, even but just bringing them into the house. Okay, these mites burrow beneath the skin and cause humans to itch like crazy. They cause scabs, ugly rashes, and intense pain. It's difficult to get rid of scabies, and they are likely to happen over and over again if they are not treated and killed effectively the first time around. The next one is plaque. Believe it or not, people are still getting the plague, not plaque, excuse me. It's very, very rare. Fortunately, but it does happen. According to the Centers for Disease Control, approximately 10 people are plagued with the plague each year in the United States. And the vast majority of those who are infected through animals. Rats are the biggest carriers, but cats can pass the plague onto the humans via their fleas. If a flea contracts the plague from a rat, it can pass it along to its cat, or the flea can attach to the cat and enter your home, spreading the disease to you. Damn. The next one is Q fever. Q fever is something that typically only affects farm animals such as sheep and cattle, but it does affect household pets as well. The infection can get into the bloodstream of a cat and end up infecting a person if goes unnoticed. The way that a cat can pass Q fever into a human is through breathing. If a human is plagued with Q fever, they will pass it along to their humans through. Um, no, that means if a cat is plagued with Q fever, they will pass it along to their humans through their feces and the particles that are released from said feces into the air. It's rare, but it does happen. Number 15 is campylobacterosis. Oh, shit. Okay. This is the word right here. Okay. Damn these words, y'all. Damn these words. Damn these words. Damn these words. Okay. That's that right there. Show this real quick. Okay. Anyway, cats can attract this disease by eating raw or undercooked meats. It shouldn't be a problem in your household since cats shouldn't be eating your dinner in the first place, especially before it's been cooked. So don't give your cats undercooked or raw meat. Okay. Now some cats are known to contract this illness by sneaking up onto the counter when you are cooking or by licking meat packaging that's been thrown in the trash. It can be given to people through contact with the cat, and it can cause serious illness. Most people do recover on their own, but some will require medical attention to recover from this. So, those are, I believe, the 15 diseases that you could possibly get from a cat. All right, and I hope it don't scare y'all. Still own a cat. More importantly, take your cat to the vet, get your cat checkups, blood tests, there are vaccines, and if you have an indoor cat, it needs to stay indoors unless you take it outside. But make sure you have a flea collar or the flea stuff on your cat, and possibly put your cat on a leash and take them outside yourself. Okay, don't let them go outside by themselves like this stupid ass lady did the other day. I almost ran into her damn cat. I'm so glad that I turned back around and saw that cat. It's a beautiful cat too. And then when I got out of the car, the cat rubbed up against my legs and stuff. Cute cat, man. You should see her. Very, very cute. And I almost ran right over him. I'm so glad that I didn't. But that's why I don't know why people let their animals out like that, knowing that coyotes could get them. What you call them? Other things that look like a mountain lion, but they're not. Bobcats. Okay, so that's what we think we saw that day when my daughter thought it was a mountain lion. It was actually probably a big old bobcat that she saw at night. But yeah, they attack the cat too. So I don't know why people let their cats out. But like if you do have a cat, just make sure you take your cat to the vet to get its physical examination, vax, and all those other things that you need for your cat. Just take care of your pet and keep them indoors. You take them outside, and make sure you have flea protection on your cat as well. Even if they sit up in the windows and you live like low, even if they sit up in a high window like ours, but it still don't mean that the fleas can't get up there. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you take care of your animal, and you can avoid some of these diseases, if not all. And use gloves and stuff when you're changing their litter. Put on a face mask if possible, because inhaling those particles is not good anyway. And just basically using gloves and being clean. Hey girl, how you doing? Nice to see you again, girl. Okay. Let me give y'all a few signs of warning signs of human trafficking. Okay, so y'all can know. It's a lot of people. I don't want to do it on this news article. Why do they always do this? Let's see. I'm not going to play it on here because it's going to be on YouTube. So I'm not going to be able to give you guys this unless I probably look it up real quick. Hold on. I don't know why they don't just write shit out like normal people do when they tell the news. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Let me just do this real quick, y'all. Trying to see what did I put in the dryer. I'm gonna need y'all to hold on for a second anyway, because I need to go see, because I don't like my clothes getting wrinkled. Hold on for 1 second. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this little music in the background, and I'll be right back. Okay, hold on. Just a little break. Go get you something to eat and drink, and I'll be right back. Oh no, that's right. This towel. What am I talking about? That's the towel that I'm washing. I just washed. Something right, y'all. Something right. Let's see here. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm watching at the same time. Hold on. This is a commercial break. Hold on for a second. Y'all got straight hitting. I got to watch these white things. Let me watch this boy stuff real quick. Y'all hold on for 1 second. Let me put this in the wash. Give me 2 more minutes. This smell real good. That's why I wanted. So it was good, Miss JJ. Yeah. Yeah. That's how horrible. Meow. Let me give you a cup of drink of water real quick. All right, y'all, I'm back. Thank you for holding on and stuff because I have to get my chores done. Like I do everything on the schedule. Okay, let me see what Novella said. Hold on. Okay, so you said, hey. Had to switch my account so I can communicate. It's neat. Yeah, I know. I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad you're doing good too, girl. Thank you and welcome back too. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys some warning signs. Let's see. Hold on. These are not warning signs. Let me give them to you. Okay, so here are some warning signs of human trafficking. If y'all are out and y'all see somebody that looks like they fit these criteria and stuff like that, you may, just be on alert or whatever. Do whatever you think you should do. Okay, so number 1 is appearing underfed, malnourished. Okay. Number 2 is showing signs of physical injuries and abuse. Number 3 is avoiding eye contact, social interaction, and authority figures like law enforcement or somebody acting, like they don't want the police to see them and things like that. Number 4 is seeming to adhere to script or rehearsed responses in social interactions. And number 5, lacking of official identification documents. All right, so those are some signs, some warning signs. And some things I can tell you firsthand about people who seem like they may be into this is like, you got to watch out for people who be offering you jobs. Okay. Y'all got to excuse my voice. It goes in and out like that because of the allergies and stuff. But like I had told you guys about the story at Walmart that time when a lady walked up to me, a young lady, a black young lady, gave me a business card. And I was like, okay. She asked me, was I looking for a job? And I just said, yeah, to see what she was going to say. I actually wasn't. And she handed me a business card and told me to give her a call, right? And then I said, okay. And I forgot what type of job it was. I cannot remember. And then she was like, the interview would take place at her house and another person would be there. And I'm like, do this bitch think I'm stupid? First of all, I'm not going to nobody interview at their house. You're not going to give me no card at no damn store and tell me to come there and meet you for a job. Okay, that was the one thing. Okay, the second time is my daughter applied for a job at Chipotle, just through a regular site. The lady come hitting my daughter up on a Sunday, like late, late at night. Okay. And when I say late at night, I mean late. So when she told me, she already knew because my kids are not stupid. She already knew that was quite strange. Okay. Nobody should be calling you at 11 o'clock at night talking about they responded to your inquiry about a job and come to the place tomorrow morning, way early in the morning. And like I told her, you never know who may be people have second and third careers. They can act that they can have a job as a manager, but undercover they could be engaged in something else. You know, it's a whole organization that they will have regular jobs, you know what I'm saying? They'll be doing the most just to get people and then they become missing. And that's what I was telling her. The next one is when I was telling you guys about the incident where I went to not Dollar Tree. What am I talking about? The 99-cent store back in 2000 and it was during CV time, 21. Okay. And I told you this dude was at 99-cent store. I didn't see him there. He was obviously clearly just watching me. I didn't know because I was too busy damn shopping for my channel. So I went to the bathroom. Thank God other people were there because he didn't follow me. He really got fucked up anyway. I'm just be perfectly honest. Okay. Because at that particular day, I did have my, you know what on me and another weapon as well. I would have fucked him up. Okay. So maybe he should have followed me in the bathroom. Okay. Because I don't know. But he did. So he waited in the store until I got through and stuff. So when I went out of that store, I told you guys I went to CVS, right? But when I went to CVS, some dudes was talking to me on the outside, trying to talk to me. So I was talking and playing with them back, joking. And so when I went inside, another dude was talking to me as well, but he was more talking about like black movements and stuff like that. And so this dude, the dude who was watching me, waited all that time. I had to be in the store for about 30 minutes running my damn mouth because y'all know I like to talk. So then I left out of the store, went to Joe, got in my car, drove, and I'm so glad it wasn't a car that I got now because he could have. I didn't think about he could have got my license plate numbers and stuff, you know. But that car didn't belong to me, so he wouldn't have found any damn thing out. Thank God I was using a what's the name car, a lease car that didn't have it didn't connect to my place or anything. But anyway, he went to the lake just like I did. I went to the lake. He followed me. This dude waited till I walked all the way around the lake, and then when I got almost back to my car, that's when he started walking up to me. And fortunately, my other two, all three of my kids were with me, but my son was younger, right? And he didn't wasn't concerned about that little boy. But when my two daughters was behind me, they walked up quicker because I guess my other daughter noticed the dude. And when they started walking up to me, he was about to walk up to me too, but he turned around and walked so fast back to his car, it was ridiculous. Okay. And then when he got in his car, he gonna pull his damn visor down and stuff like that. So, like I just said, they come in all types of ways. You know what I'm saying? And try to grab you and things like that for human trafficking or whatever the case is. So you got to watch your surrounding all the way. It was another story. These people were not human trafficking, but what they did do, they robbed this lady and killed her. She was at the gas station, and it was people there, right? This happened a couple of years ago. I think they walked up to the woman and made her get in her car. I can't remember. I think they made her get in her car. I'm not sure. All I know is they grabbed this lady. The gas attendant dude did not do anything. People who rolled by did not do anything or anything. They grabbed this woman, put her in the car, forced her into a car, I can't remember, and took her around like I don't know the name of the street. It's something about Pachanga Casino, right? But it's up through like that little dark ass road that goes up to this other casino. Anyway, they robbed this lady. I think they made her go to the ATM. They robbed her. And then what they did is killed her and threw her body outside. Just like that. And it was like, I think it was 3 dudes and 1 chick, and they were from San Diego. And they came just down here just to do a crime. And it wasn't super late either. So what I'm saying is that these type of people come in all types of ways. You know, people who do human trafficking, people who do organ harvesting and all this other stuff. They come different ways to try to get you. That's why you got to be on alert. And if you can carry something with you so you can have some type of defense mechanism, you know. Just like Neek just said, we got to stay on alert. We are our own first responders. You're right and stuff. So it's a lot of things you need to look for human trafficking and just, you know, people in general, because they do some very strange shit. You know what I'm saying? Some very you know, some Strange stuff, all right? And they would promise you a job. They would tell you, ask you for directions. Hell, they would even use a child to get you. They would pretend like they heard. Um, they can act like they are hitchhiking. Just anything, really, just anything. I see it all types of ways. All right, point blank. So just be careful out there, right? And they say the number one spot for trafficking is what? Let me see. Damn it, I just went off of it. I don't even know where that was at now. Let's see. The number one stop. I don't see it now. Y'all done went off the damn page so quick. Yeah, I hate when I do that. Click off of pages. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Traffickers. Let me spell that. I know I just spelled this wrong. I don't know the hell she trying to say over here. Traffickers. What did I just write on here? For human trafficking. Let me call it that because my ass cannot spell that word unless I write it all the way. Here it is. Let's see. Well, you know what? The number one spot is in Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something right now. The places with the highest rate of human trafficking is, well, I don't want to see the country shit. They're going through the whole damn countries. Let's see. Arizona. They say that is the main destination and transit point for labor and sex trafficking. Okay. Both nationally and internationally. So the top 10 cities are Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Orlando, Miami, and Las Vegas. That's in 2019. And the most genders who are trafficked is women. You know, the most. 7 in 10 human trafficking victims are women and girls. Okay. And the let's see. The average age is 15 to 17. And the trafficking boys are usually under 12 years of age. And human trafficking, y'all, generates over $150 billion in profits every year. 40.3 million people are living as slaves worldwide. That's crazy. So the two main types of trafficking is forced labor and sex trafficking. Let's see. So kids are usually trafficking doing when they be like doing prostitution, online sexual exploitation, illegal drug trade, and forced labor. So I mean that's they usually make these kids do these type of things when they traffic them. People ask stupid questions. And usually a trafficker will lure a child in by offering them gifts, food, attention, friendship, love, in a safe place to sleep, you know, and help with things. Okay? Point blank. In the top cities, let's see. These people with this damn cookies shit. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for 1 second, please. Thank you. The top cities are, I'm trying to see what it is. Houston, Texas is the top offender as far as city. New York is number 2. Los Angeles is number 3. Washington, D.C. is number 4. Chicago, Illinois is number 5. Las Vegas is number 6. Atlanta, Georgia is number 7. Columbus, Ohio is number 8. Dallas, Texas is number 9. San Diego is number 10. So again, here you go one more time. The top 10 cities for human trafficking in the U.S. are, get down to it again, y'all. Number 1 is Houston, Texas. Okay. 2, New York, New York. 3, Los Angeles, California. 4, Washington, D.C. 5, Chicago, Illinois. 6, I think I'm on 6, Las Vegas, Nevada. 7, Atlanta, Georgia. Columbus. 8 is Columbus, Ohio. 9 is Dallas, Texas. And 10 is San Diego, California. So y'all got those cities, the top 10. Yeah, some do use kids or even women to lure you, right? Like that woman who was trying to lure me in Walmart. And then she came back a second time a couple of weeks later. Her stupid butt come handing me the card again. I told her, you already handed me the first card. You don't remember me? That's what I told her. And she was like, oh, sorry. So then she went to somebody else. So hopefully they didn't meet up with this weirdo. And ever since then, I haven't seen this lady. Okay. And she was foreign to a black lady, but just foreign, you know? But yeah. So yeah, just be safe out there. Okay. Now let me go ahead and give you guys one more last breaking news story. Then we're gonna go ahead and go over our topic real quick because I don't got that long to go over this topic. News always take a long time. I'm gonna tell you that right now because there's a lot of stuff. So I guess Bruce Willis is getting worse too, y'all. I'm just gonna let you guys know that. You know who Bruce Willis is, the actor. Remember he used to play on Moonlighting and just so many movies. Die Hard, I think, just a lot of different things. Let me see what you said, Novella. You said you heard about the missing kids in Cleveland, Ohio, or have you heard about all the missing kids from the Maui fires? And that's crazy. You know, they must have took them kids. That is crazy, man. And I'm from Cleveland. That is crazy. They be doing all sorts of stuff, though. It's a lot of missing kids. Just take a look at the registry. It's a lot. And people in general, but definitely kids. Anyway, y'all, Bruce Willis' wife revealed it's hard to know if the actor has any awareness of his condition after being diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, which is FTD. And he was diagnosed with that earlier this year. Let's see. She said it's hard to know. It's hard to know if Bruce knows that his health and stuff and everything is declining. She said one of the things that the frontal lobe controls is sight, self and sight. Excuse me, y'all. So she said, so we really don't know. Some people, the first thing they lose is any understanding that they have changed. And other people retain that for a long time. Wow. That is crazy, man. Let's see. So anyway, people with FTD, they say first of all, it usually go misdiagnosed, and with the symptoms mirroring depression, bipolar disorder, or even Parkinson and ALS. Those affected with FTD can lose language and executive functions and have trouble moving and speaking. In some cases, it takes years to get a proper diagnosis. Um, Dickerson further reported that in 25% of cases, the disease is passed down genetically, y'all. And they do not know what causes the disease, which is why it is so hard to diagnose. Dang. So he has FTD, which is what again? Is fronto. What did we just call that? Let me go up here and look. I don't forget what it stands for already. It's called frontotemporal degeneration, FTD. Gosh, that's that frontal lobe part of his brain, I guess, is not working correctly. I guess it's getting more and more messed up. And she said it controls self insight. Mm, that is crazy. Let's see what else they said. So yeah, so he's probably forgetting stuff and all types of stuff. But anyway, my prayers are extended out to Bruce Willis and his family and stuff. And that disease is hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, sis. I remember that movie. That was a good movie. Uh-huh. But yeah, so that's sad. But it really does, make you forget things. I do know it makes you forget things and you forget people and things like that. Let me see what they say exactly about this disease. Hold on, let's see. Frontotemporal. They just got let me ask, what is this in general? Yes. So let's see what that is in general. They're coming up with these damn articles. Let me go to Google. Damn it. Let me see. What is frontal lobe dementia? Okay, so it's a group of disorders that happen when nerve cells in the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain are lost. It can affect your behavior, your personality, your language, and movement. Oh, damn. Dang, that is sad, y'all. They said the average life expectancy for a person diagnosed with FTD is 7.5 years. They say the disease itself is not fatal, but it causes other issues that are serious or even life threatening. One common problem that often happens as FTD gets worse is having trouble swallowing. Oh, that's sad, man. So, the difference between dementia and frontal lobe dementia is that frontal lobe dementia, FTD, changes happen with their personality and behavior and or difficulties with language. Okay, they said these are very different from the early symptoms of a more common type of dementia. For example, in Alzheimer's disease, early changes are often problems with day-to-day memory. Dang, a lot of these celebrities begin all these weird things, y'all. Dang, but anyway, my prayers are extended out to Bruce and his family, and my blessings. That's all I can say. Man, 7.5 years, y'all. It's getting worse, probably too. But anyway, let me go ahead and give you the next story. That's sad. I can't remember how old Bruce Willis is either. I don't know. Probably in this, I don't know, 60 something, 70. I don't know for sure. I don't know how old Bruce is. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna give you guys this real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and read this story about this lady real quick, okay? Because it's already almost 3. I only got 3 minutes to read this, so let me hurry up. And then I got 30 minutes to talk about that other subject, and then I got to get out of here. Anyway, a man has been found guilty of killing his teenage niece after he got her pregnant. This is the dude right here. Don't even look like he would do it if he wasn't taking a picture trying to look hard. If he wasn't trying to look hard, he's a nice looking dude. I don't know what the hell is wrong with him though. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. Goodness. Okay, so Jonathan Creels has been found guilty of first-degree murder in the tragic death of his pregnant niece, Ayanna Sawyer. The verdict delivered this week brings some closure to the heartbroken family and friends who have been waiting for answers concerning the Sawyer's death. While this outcome cannot undo the pain and loss they have experienced, it offers a sense of accountability for the heinous crime committed against the teen and her unborn child. This damn dude need his ass kicked. All right, let's see. What did he exactly see? So anyway, this young lady was a vibrant and promising young woman. She was in the midst of an exciting chapter in her life as she prepared to welcome her first child into the world. Tragically, her life was cut short by someone she should have been able to trust. Jonathan, her uncle, was responsible for not only ending her life, but also that of her unborn child. The brutality and coldness displayed in this act are almost unimaginable. Okay, so let's see. Let me look up her story real quick because I want to see exactly what happened. So, man been found guilty of killing his teenage niece after he got her pregnant. Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on, y'all. What's the girl's name? I don't forgot the daggone girl's name that quick. Let's see. Did they even say it? Yeah, I saw it. Let me do it. Okay, let me just ask them real quick. This is crazy, man. Let's see. So she went missing, y'all. See, all these YouTubers be covering bullshit. They don't talk about real stuff, a lot of them. So anyway, so they recommended life in prison for him, okay? But now he faces a death penalty. So this is him now in another picture, okay? I told you I was gonna look. It is so many topics you can talk about on YouTube. I don't know how people say they don't have any content. But bull crap. And this is the girl once again. Let me show y'all her again that he murdered. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see. So let me see if they tell the story. They got the whole case on here. This right here is a whole topic by itself. So he was accused of raping and killing his niece. All right. And then he gonna say she's still alive and saying that okay, they never recovered her body. Wait. Oh man, this is crazy. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. This need to be covered all by itself. So he claimed that he's been mistreated in jail due to media attention to this case. Okay. Then they got a whole thing. So they did find, let's see. No, they did not find no human remains then at the gas station. So let's see. This is a whole, yeah, I may need to just do a whole separate topic thing on this. This is a lot. So what I'm gonna do is actually I gotta look this up in more detail. And what I'm gonna do, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow. Okay. This is a whole topic by itself. If I talked about this right now, I wouldn't be able to talk about the other one. This is a damn shame. I'm gonna say that over and over again because it really is. And tomorrow I'll talk about Ayanna Sawyer tomorrow. Okay, this is sad. I'm not even gonna go over it right now. But I will say, what was I saying before about it? Because I was telling you. So he was found guilty of killing her, okay? And he did get her pregnant, and he did rape her. Okay, so we will talk about that tomorrow. That's a damn shame. That is crazy. Man. And then why did he kill her, I wonder? But we're going to find that out tomorrow. We really are. Let's see. Sad, I read that she told her uncle she was pregnant, and he told her he was mad because he was supposed to be the only one hurting her. Wow. They sure are. They need to. They already been getting them. Shit. With his stupid self. Let me see. So they say, let me just read this article right here, though. They said throughout the trial, evidence mounted against, is his name Jonathan? Jonathan, yeah. Leaving little doubt about his guilt. Witnesses testified to his violent behavior and erratic temperament, describing a disturbing picture of a man capable of such an attack. Now, we just saw his picture. It does not look like he would be doing all this. The prosecution presented evidence linking Jonathan to the murder, leaving the jury to deliver a guilty verdict. It is a testament to the hard work and dedication of law enforcement and legal professionals that justice has been served for Ayanna and her unborn child. Okay, let me just tell you the details real quick, okay? Oh, she told him, oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, wait a minute. The details surrounding this case are very harrowing. Ayanna, a vibrant and promising young woman, was in the midst. I just read this. Okay, so I just read this right here. So, like I said, tomorrow we're going to go over this in more detail. This is crazy, man. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. It'd be so many stories to cover that are real. I don't understand why people be covering nonsense on YouTube, for real. All the damn time. It's okay to cover it sometime, but not all the time. It's a lot of stuff happening out here. You know, when you look at this dude for real, let's take a look at him again. When you look at this dude, just him, you wouldn't think he was doing all this. He's not an ugly dude either. You know what I'm saying? So you would have never thought. He doesn't even look like he would do this. You see what I'm saying? You would have never thought this. So he's a child predator. He's a you know what is, and a killer. Just all of this. And they said he had a really bad temper. He acted erratic. He probably had some mental problems going on. You know, just crazy as hell. When you with crazy people, you better be very cautious. And that's on everything. Because honestly, they are basically capable of anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's on everything. Damn. That is sad. I can't wait to go over the story tomorrow, read some more on it today while I'm out. I'm going to watch some videos, but we will go over that tomorrow, okay? And that's going to be it with the breaking news. Like I just told you guys, I haven't had any updates on Crazy Bone, and I hope that his surgery was a success, and I hope that he is doing good. Y'all continue to pray for him, and he is in my prayers, and my prayers are with his family as well. Y'all, I got to tell y'all one more story. A California deputy was caught with $520,000 worth of fentanyl, that's how you pronounce it, pills, and it has cartel ties. And that's all I'm gonna say about that story, okay? That's it. If you want to know about this story, go to USA Today and look it up. I don't be talking about nothing that the cartel is involved in or anything else, okay? Because one people you don't play with, a group of people you don't play with, is the cartel, all right? So I'm not saying anything else. So you can go to USA Today and you can look up that story. The California deputy caught with $520,000 of fentanyl pills, and it has blank ties, investigators say, period. So y'all can look that up. That's crazy as hell, man. They say he needs to do life in jail. This stuff is killing people. Also, the fact he is a deputy, like police officers can't do nothing. I don't know why people be tripping out and acting like police officers, doctors, teachers, lawyers, just people can't do stuff. Okay, it doesn't matter about your job. It matters about your character and how you think about things, and if you like to do things legal. Really? Okay, I'm gonna look at all of this shit so we can talk about that tomorrow, girl. And that's on everything. That is crazy, man. I wish I would have looked at that more in depth when I got the article. But I had told Weston I was gonna talk about this other lady, so I am gonna talk about her, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead and get into that subject real quick. And it is about I don't forget the lady's name because I've been talking about everything else. Joan Risch. When she became missing a long time ago, y'all, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. How can the police not find people who become missing? And they be missing for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years and no trace of them. None whatsoever. How can a person just vanish and you don't know where that person is? How? I mean, it's like the dude on the highway 101 that I'm still going to cover his case this week. Became missing. Where are these people at? Who took these people? Where? Did you guys ever sit down and just wonder what happened to some of these missing people? You know, was it another person that took them, or did they commit suicide, or did something strange happen to them? You just wonder, you know? And I actually want to cover, I don't know if I want to, but I kind of want to. I think I may cover, do a topic on people who say they were abducted by UFO people, you know what I'm saying, by aliens. I may even cover that if I get up enough bravery to cover it, okay? Because certain things I don't like talking about, because I honestly believe when people talk about certain things, you can bring things to you. So I don't know for sure if I'm going to talk about that or not, but I'm just saying I often wonder about certain subjects. It's just like this movie I saw right before I tell you about this lady. And I can't remember the name of it, but it was about this lady was trying to contact aliens, okay? And I think her or her daughter became missing. And so I was watching some YouTube videos some years ago, and they played the audio from something that was talking in her home. And I was telling people, you know, they were saying it was an alien. I said, that sounds like a daggone demon. That's what I was saying. I mean, damn, the way it was talking and stuff, I don't know, you know. And so I stopped looking it up and stuff because this person who became missing, or a child became missing, I can't remember. She was also, or he, I can't remember who it was, a lady or man, but I can't remember. They were also being nosy, looking into stuff, trying to contact aliens and things like that. And they became missing. And this is why I don't cover certain topics when it's dealing with like supernatural stuff like that, because sometimes I think people do bring certain things to them by being so damn nosy. Now you can cover certain stories, but why are you trying to contact aliens? Okay. Why are you going to haunted houses and try to summon dead people and bullshit like that? Why are you doing these stupid shit? You know what I'm saying? Then when stuff start happening to you, then you wonder why. That's stupid. It's just like me sitting up here trying to call the shadow man back here. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to send them to somebody else. You know, trying to make a bargain and shit. How people do all this weird shit. That is so weird. Then you wonder why weird stuff start happening to you. You know, people tell you over and over again, don't really mess with certain things like witchcraft. Because honestly, let me just let y'all know something. Satan is never your friend. He just uses you. He'll give you a couple gifts. He'll give you a couple lucky things. And then in the end, you're going to be his. Okay? In the end, you are going to be his. Okay? You think it ain't shit. You think it's a joke. You laugh and acting stupid and shit. But the devil is not to be played with, just like God isn't. Okay? And that's on everything. You know, like even when I saw the things that I saw, like the shadow thing, I never talked to it. I just told him to get the shit up out of my place. And then I did my little stuff and got rid of it. But it took like how many years? Because I told you the first time I saw that thing was like back in 2011. It took from 2011 to until 2000 and what? Let's see, this is 23, 22, 21 to like I think 2020 before CV. So 2019, I think I got rid of that thing. So all those years, that thing was with us the whole entire time. So that's why you don't mess around with, and I wasn't messing around with anything like that. It just, I don't know where that came from. Okay, but that's why I'm telling people, don't be messing around with that shit, thinking that Satan is your friend, because he's not. Okay, he just tricks your stupid ass, give you a little stuff, and then eventually your soul is going to go to him. And whether you believe in that stuff or not, and I already know it's real because of some experiences that I went through, I already know that stuff is real, and that's on everything. So I don't care what y'all be talking about in YouTube, all this fakery stuff. I already know it's real, and I'm gonna leave it just at that. Period. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I saw that. I covered that already. They should have with their stupid ass. Who the fuck going in and storm this place because of a damn president? Why? Listen, all these people who are sentenced to prison right now, they didn't get saved by the ex-president. Okay? They didn't get saved by him. He couldn't stop them from going to prison. So why the fuck are people risking their freedom for some damn dude? Are y'all nuts? A dude that you don't even really know or anything else. Because some of y'all are racist and y'all like some of the things that he stands for. But look where their stupid asses are right now. That's dumb. That's why I say people better think about their actions. I always talk about, I don't care about going to jail. Whatever happens, happens. But when they stupid ass get in prison or something happened to them, they be crying. Whether they cry loud or even inside, they be crying. And I'm going to say it again. My son, when he was an actual police officer, he told me many stories where some of the roughest looking dudes, the hardest looking dudes, were sitting in this squad car in the backseat crying and begging him to let them go. And it was black and white people, okay? Homosexuals and heterosexuals, females and males. Everybody always talking that shit until they get somewhere. Just like that was what they're not scared of. And I guarantee your asses, half of y'all would be scared of the shadow man if you would have saw it. Y'all asses would have moved. And that's on everything. Okay? And I know that's right. Y'all would have been scared where I went last night, up in that damn dark ass area and shit. You know? And the first thing I told my son is this right here, because he didn't tell me exactly the right way, and we got kind of lost, and I was kind of pissed off about it, right? Because I knew I was going to visit somebody, but this boy didn't give me the right way, and he said he did. What he was doing was playing music in his ear. He didn't ever look and stuff. Fortunately, I got my phone to work after going up a little further. I got it to work out there where we was at. It was pitch black, and I was able to, get to where I was going, and then on the way back, everything looked the same when you're in certain places. I'm not gonna lie. I went the wrong way when I came back to, but fortunately, the way that I went, I kind of knew how, I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, I ended up getting back on the correct route, okay? And then I ended up going the way that I should go. I noticed that I was going the wrong way, after a few minutes. And then I actually stopped, turned around, and went back the other way. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up being in the right place then. But you can't be fucking around when you're out in those mountains or those woods and stuff. You got to have the right directions written down and everything. And then he was like, I was telling him I don't like playing around like that because it was pitch black. It was dark. It was cars coming, but nobody's going to help you. And I was like, what if somebody trying to do some stupid shit? They're going to get their stuff effed up tonight too, because I'm not playing. I'm already pissed off. I mean, they're going to get their stuff effed up. That's exactly what I was saying. But fortunately, nothing happened because I was already ready. Because you're in a nice area and shit like that, it does not mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I did say to him, I was like, if something supernatural happened, I'm gonna be trying to run, but I don't know what to tell you. That's what I told him. We on our own then. That's what I told him. But if somebody try to do something, they gonna get themselves effed up. That's exactly what I said. But fortunately, nothing happened. I found my way back out of that mess. And I told him I'm charging him $10 for that. And I mean that because that was ridiculous last night, man. I was so mad at this boy. I was pissed. Okay, we was all up on a dark ass road, right? And I'm like, he talking about go further. I'm not going up there. I don't see crap up there. I don't see anything up there. I don't see anything. I'm not going up there. I don't care about other cars going that way. I'm not going that way on a dirt ass road. I'm like, please, I'm not going that way. But you got me messed up, you know. And I turned around, y'all. I turned around, and then I went up a little bit further. My phone started working because you know the phone goes out when you're certain places, right? And then just imagine you in the car just with your son, right? It's dark as shit, no other cars or nothing, and you're on this damn deserted, isolated damn road, dirt road at that. If somebody wanted to do something, shit, you first got to drive out of that dirt road, but they don't know. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I care about my car, but not like that. My ass gonna ride out of there like really fast. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'll be having it already planned out and stuff. But fuck that. I'm like, I ain't think about this car. If somebody started doing some weird shit out here on these dark, deserted roads and shit in the middle of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it really was not far from, it was like only 12 miles from you know, of civilization and stuff. But at nighttime in the pitch black, if something happened to your car or something, that's a long way, y'all. And then you got coyotes, bears, mountain lions out there, and no telling what else. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I was like, if this is not the right way, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pull over and we're gonna sit here all fucking night until early in the morning when it get daylight, and then I'm gonna find my way out of this. But I'm gonna stay awake just in case somebody walk to my car, they're gonna get themselves murked right there on the spot. And I told him he can go to sleep, but I'm gonna stay awake if we have to pull over because I'm not stupid. You think I'm gonna go to sleep in a damn car? I'm stuck out in the damn woods in the mountain? And I'm gonna stay awake just in case somebody come to my car so they can get themselves effed up. You know what I'm saying? And I meant that. But fortunately, I found my way. You know, I had common enough sense to turn around and go back the other way, which ended up being the right way. Because I'm telling you, you make one wrong turn, you can end up far into that damn area. Winery. It's so big up in there. You know what I'm saying? You can just get lost. I have got lost up in the mountains. I'm not gonna lie, but I found my way out of it though. And it wasn't dark. It was about to get dark. I was so mad that they took us. He gave me the wrong directions once again. Up in the damn mountain, talking about turn this away. And I'm like, you sure, boy? Yeah, you don't know which way to go. You're not good with geography, but I'm good. I said, okay, I'm gonna listen to you, but you better not be telling me the wrong way. I turned the way he tell me to turn. I in all the way up in the fucking mountains. I was so mad, man. I was so mad the damn roads started changing to dirt roads that you couldn't even go through. It was a hot ass mess. But fortunately, I started listening to my intuition, which was God speaking to me. And I started doing what he was telling me to do. And I ended up being in the area where I knew. After I stopped tripping out and I calmed down and I started looking at my surroundings. I was like, okay, I know which way to go now. But I was so mad because it was getting dark, you know, and you cannot be getting stuck up in those damn mountains and woods, the forest, nowhere like that. Or in deserted places where you don't know where you're at, like cities and stuff, in areas where you don't know where you're at because things can happen. You know what I'm saying? It was a trip though. And I think that was last night when we got lost last night, briefly lost. Right. They never find these missing people. Ever. Okay. Shit, some people become missing in the daytime, girl, but I try not to really be out too much at night too. I mean, I'll go out, but I usually go out with my weapon. Okay, with my weapons. All right, and that's on everything. And I do know how to use them. Yeah, I have them all over, girl. I be sound like I'm nuts. Girl, I be having them all over me because, you know, growing up in Cleveland and seeing certain things and, you know, I had to defend myself a couple of times. So I be having things everywhere I can get to them. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, all in my car, every different place, because you just never know where you may need to get a weapon at. You know what I'm saying? And soon I'm gonna buy myself this little cute ass GUN that I saw, and I'm going to the range to practice and everything. My son was supposed to do that when we was all together, but we didn't get a chance to do it and stuff. But yes, some weird ass people. You need to be strapped. I hate that to say that, but you really do. You need to be strapped. You need to have a couple things with you, you know, because some crazy ass people out here and they do weird shit, and you just need to be ready for them. You know, just like that man that day. You know, when the person broke in his house, he started shooting at him. The dude still walked and he shot him again. And then that's when the dude went down. And you know, and that's what the dude get because he should have been breaking in. And that's just on everything. But let me go ahead and tell you guys about this lady. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Um, this is not true, y'all. Y'all late sending me this. Oh, that was on September the 26th. Okay. All these are old things that I'm looking at. Okay, so with this lady, which is her name is Joan Risch, I think. Let me go ahead and give you guys some details on this lady real quick. All right, let me put my glasses back on real quick. So, this is a picture of this lady. This happened a long time ago, but she is still missing till this day, y'all. And they don't know what happened to her, okay? So anyway, let's see. They said in 1961, Joan Risch vanished from her Massachusetts home, leaving behind 2 children, a distraught husband in a kitchen streaked with blood. Okay? At about 4:30 p.m. on October the 24th, 1961, Sergeant Michael McHugh of the Lincoln, Massachusetts Police Department received a phone call. On the other end of the line was Barbara Barker, a woman living on Old Bedford Road. McHugh listened as Barker expressed concern about the well-being of her neighbor, Joan. Barker explained that she had just been to the lady's home, and found blood all over the kitchen floor, but she could not find Joan anywhere. McHugh hung up and arrived at the Cape Cod style home in less than 5 minutes. He entered through the side door and found himself in the kitchen. Now, in the kitchen, what he found was a floor that was smeared in blood. The table was overturned, and the handset of the wall-mounted telephone had been ripped from its cradle, and then it was hanging in an awkward position on the edge of a small trash pail. So I'm thinking right then and there that the lady must have been fighting back the person who took her and things. And then she tried to grab the phone, and they must have knocked the phone out of her hand or whatever the case it is, and tried to throw it in the trash can. Anyway, McHugh first believed he was dealing with a suicide. He searched the entire house for a body, but came up empty. He also walked the perimeter of the home looking for clues, but he couldn't find a thing. Then McHugh telephoned the station and told them to pull the plug, which meant to send out the whole department for assistance in searching the surrounding woods. So this is the floor of the kitchen back in 1961. You can't really see the blood, so I don't need to do no parental advisory thing. But I am going to show you the picture. Okay. When the rest of the officers arrived, Police Chief Leo Gio encountered the neighbor who first called the police, Miss Barbara Barker. Barker recalled how she had seen Joan outside around 2:30 p.m. that day. She was wearing a skirt, a sweater, and a gray trench coat. Barker also remembers seeing Joan carrying something red, but could not say what it was. She said Joan was level-headed and faithful, meaning that Joan would not have had any male company in her husband's absence. Now, according to her statement, Barker had gone shopping and returned home at about around 4:15 p.m. Shortly after, Joan's younger daughter, Lillian, had run to the Barker's home crying about not being able to find her mommy and about how about her baby brother being left in his crib unattended. Barker took Lillian and David, that's the baby, to another neighbor's house across the street, inspected the home, and called the police. Damn, she was brave. She went over there and looked and inspected the home. Now, Chief Algio ordered a search of the local hospitals. After another sweep of the home, additional blood was found on the wall near the telephone, and it was also found on the door frame between the kitchen and dining room and on the telephone box. Almost all of the blood had dried, except for a few pool spots on the floor. All signs pointed to a struggle. Strangely, the phone directory was open to a page that listed emergency numbers. Outside, the police also noticed some slight damage to Joan's car. The woods were searched with bloodhound dogs without success. Next, the police turned their attention to Joan's husband, Martin, who had been out of town that day. He was summoned back to Lincoln and brought to the police barracks, where police took his statement. Now, her husband stated that he left his home at 6:50 a.m. on October the 24th. He had driven to Logan Airport for his flight to New York City. He explained his actions throughout the day, including phone calls he had made, as well as the name of the hotel where he had been staying until the police contacted him at about 7 p.m. that evening. So, this is their car in their home. Way back then, y'all. I wasn't even born then. Martin described his wife as a shy woman, okay? He informed the police that her daily routine seldom changed and stressed the fact that she never left her children alone. When questioned about the contents of the trash pail on the kitchen floor, Martin could account for everything except for the presence of empty beer bottles. Well, the thing about it, whoever killed her might have been drinking beer, okay? The damage to the car, he recalled, was either from himself or his wife bumping off the garage doors. He did admit that his wife was often susceptible to the door-to-door solicitations of traveling salesmen. The only extracurricular activity she engaged in was with the Women's League of Voters. The following day, the FBI was notified of Joan's disappearance. 6 days later, the town of Lincoln offered a $500 reward for information on Joan's whereabouts. By November, there were still no answers. The FBI could not determine whether or not the amount of blood found in the home, in the kitchen, was enough to indicate a murder. Additionally, the newspaper published reports that a suspicious man had been seen lurking near the home just before the incident, which the FBI dismissed as unfounded. Anyway, they had thought that Joan was not kidnapped or victimized, but that she had hemorrhage. The blood type in the kitchen matched Joan's, or caused a self-inflicting wound, and then left the home on her own accord. Information soon came about that a dazed and bloody woman fitting Joan's description was seen running along Route 128 on the date of her disappearance. Police responded by dispatching divers, to search the nearby reservoir. Departments in other states were notified, as were relatives in Connecticut, New York, Florida, and California. Nothing turned up. The daughter of the richest of Joan's other neighbors, the Kings, claimed she saw a strange car on the street on the day of Joan's disappearance. Several leads on this mysterious car, which might have been blue, were all explored, but without any success. Okay? This is another shot of the kitchen right here, y'all. All right. The FBI continued to assist Massachusetts State Police whenever possible, but because there was no proof that Joan was laying dead somewhere outside of Massachusetts, the FBI could not consider it a federal violation. Thus, its hands were tied, and agents could do little else than sit on the sidelines. That is crazy. Way back then, they just didn't have no clue of anything, did they? Hold on for 1 second. Let me get some water. Mouth get dry when you be talking, okay? So on January the 3rd, 1962, Boston Record American newspaper offered a $5,000 reward to mobilize a public search for Joan Risch. The newspaper also ran several pages detailing an hour-by-hour retrace of Joan's activities on the afternoon of October the 24th, 1961. There were more details about the crime scene, the amount of blood, and the discovery of 3 distinct fingerprints, none of which could be traced to anyone, including, because of her absence, Joan. No further leads came, and the reward went unclaimed. This is crazy. Anyway, there has never been a definite explanation for the fate of Joan Risch. Independent investigators have theorized that Joan was murdered by an intruder and that her body was taken to the Lexington, Massachusetts to be buried on a vacant patch of land that later became a subdivision named Springdale Estates. Some believe Joan staged her own disappearance when it was discovered that she had been checking out library books about disappearances immediately prior to her own. What? So she was at the library checking out books about disappearances before she became missing? Anyway, others think Joan's disappearance might somehow have been related to her traumatic childhood. She was adopted after her parents died, and what was reported as a suspicious house fire in the Boston Globe reports that Joan may have been sexually abused as a young girl. It's likely we would never know what truly did happen to Joan on the October day 50 some years ago. Okay, it's probably 60 years now. So, what do you guys think about that story? What do you think happened to her? I really don't get no feeling that her husband could have done that. I just don't. I actually think Joan might not have been as innocent as everybody claimed. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. To me, because they didn't even say anything about a forced entry into the home either. Okay, they didn't say anything about that. Nobody saw anybody walking outside with her, or nobody coming to the door, or anything. You know what I'm saying? If an intruder did this, he probably would have ran out of the house quickly, right? If it was somebody she didn't know, and somebody probably would have seen him. And what about the footprints if he would have stepped in the blood by mistake? Because they did say blood was all over the kitchen, on the kitchen floor, on the wall, and other places, right? So I'm actually leaning more toward maybe she was playing around and she invited the dude over because who was drinking the beer? And the beer cans was in the garbage. Maybe, they got into an argument and then things got out of control, got out of hand. And the person she was arguing with could have been fighting her. They could have been fighting, and he could have accidentally killed her and then took her body and buried it somewhere. So who's to say something like that did not happen? Because the thing is, why come if somebody would have broken into her home, right? Because they did say they saw a strange car. The strange car could be the man she was fooling around with, if she was, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if an intruder broke into the house, I didn't even hear anything where anybody said that the door was forced. Somebody forced themselves into her home. Okay, and then if somebody kills somebody like that, why would they take time to drink beer? They didn't say one beer can was in. They said beer cans was in a garbage can. So that just tells you that either the person who was there invited, and that person was drinking. She could have even been drinking with him. Maybe she wanted to end the affair because her husband was gone out of town. So let's see. I don't know, guys. So what do you guys think? They said when she was seen in her driveway, she was confused, okay? She was looking confused. On the 24th of October, it says Joan and her children, 4-year-old Lillian and 2-year-old David, were home while Martin was in New York on a business trip. And that's another thing too. If the kids was there, where were they at when the mom was getting killed? And a 4-year-old can tell you stuff. And sometimes a 2-year-old can too. So let's see. It said Joan took the children to the dentist and ran a few errands before returning home for lunch. After lunch, okay, she put David down for a nap, and Lillian went next door to play with her friend Douglas Baker. So the little boy was asleep, so that's why he didn't hear anything. And then the girl was playing with her friend. He could have hired somebody. You never know. That's a possibility. Okay, so her neighbor said she recalls seeing Joan at about 2:15 p.m. She said she saw her leave the house wearing a trench coat with something red in her hand. What was that red thing she had in her hand? Was it a rose or something like that? She walked to her car and then back toward the garage. Barbara said she appeared to be dazed and she was walking quickly. However, she did not see Joan leaving her property and did not get the impression that anything was seriously wrong. So why was she walking quickly and why was she looking like she was in a daze? Anyway, 2 hours later, Barbara said she sent Lillian home as she had errands to run. However, within moments of entering her home, Lillian came running back screaming. Her mother was nowhere to be found. And that's when Barbara walked over to the home and she realized the red paint was actually blood and she called authorities to the scene. This sounds so sketchy. The blood type was type O. It was on the walls, the floor of the kitchen. The telephone had been removed from the kitchen wall. It was placed in a trash can. So the person just took the phone off the wall, not slapped it off. And then he placed it in the trash can. But in the other article, it said it was hanging out of the trash can a little bit. Anyway, the kitchen table was overturned and the chairs were scattered around the room, indicating there was some type of struggle. They also noted that a trail of blood led from the kitchen into David's bedroom and up to his crib. What? This is getting more and more strange as I read this, okay? Okay, so the trail of blood led from the kitchen into the baby's bedroom and up to his crib. Although the toddler was crying when police arrived, he appeared to be unharmed. They also found another trail of blood leading from the kitchen to Joan's car, which was still parked in the driveway. This is weird. So they did say Joan was confirmed to have type O blood. However, it was never proven to be hers, as DNA testing was not available at the time. The police also found several fingerprints and handprints in the blood in the kitchen. Unfortunately, Joan's prints were not on file and they could not be verified as hers. These people was lost in the twilight zone back then. Police believe someone attempted to clean up some of the blood. And that's what I was ready to say before, as they found paper towels and a pair of David's overalls covered in blood. So they tried to use the baby's overalls to clean up some of the blood. However, what appeared to be a large amount of blood remained on the floors and walls. Law enforcement officials determined the total amount of blood at the scene was approximately half a pint. The toddler probably did. Too bad he can't tell us. Right now, he would be older. I don't know how old he would be right now. 61. He would probably be in his 60s, right? I don't think she left it on. Why would she? How would she leave it on with all that blood? And then, okay, so The blood led from the kitchen to the baby's crib. That's what makes it weird, though. Was she crawling on the floor, bleeding, and she crawled to the baby's crib and touched on the crib to make sure her baby was all right? And then somebody grabbed her and took her to the car, and then changed their mind about getting her car, and then took her in another car, possibly? Who knows? Let's see. They keep on saying they didn't know. I don't know if she left for her own, because that don't sound right. It does not sound right. So it was a gray Oldsmobile sedan parked in Risch driveway at about 3:20 p.m. on the afternoon she went mixing. And some people did say they saw a woman walking near the Cambridge Reservoir. And they said she had blood on her legs and appeared to be disoriented. But they did search all of these places. They didn't find anything. Also, one of Joan's coats was missing from the house. They also found several empty beer bottles in the trash can. And Martin said his wife would never drink that because she don't drink beer. Also, they found some books Joan recently checked out from the local library, as many of the books feature women who either disappeared or were murdered. Do you think this lady, honestly, do y'all think this lady kind of staged this? And whoever had the beer bottles, she ran away with that person? But why would she leave her kids, babies? Yeah, he would be in 60. No weapons were found or anything. One of the books was titled Into Thin Air. In that book, the person planned her own disappearance and left blood spattered behind to confuse the police. Do y'all think this lady staged her own stuff to run away with this dude that was driving the Oldsmobile? And that's who was drinking those beer bottles? Okay. They said she appeared disoriented. You know, you do have cases where women have ran away with men and shit and left their kids. Do you think that she possibly cut herself on the arm or something and splattered blood everywhere? It was a lot of blood out there, though. And then I guess blood was like I don't know if they said it was a trail. So she must have either crawled or walked over there to the crib to tell her baby bye. Then she left her baby in the thing crying. Probably was going to use a car, changed her mind, and they got into his car. Y'all think it could have happened like that? Or even that. All things Novella said, maybe she got drunk, stressing over her husband trying to disappear. Because I believe these people when they said they saw a lady walking who was bleeding. Okay? I believe that story from her legs. And why was she checking out books about disappearing? And again, whose beer bottles was in the trash can? Yeah, paint is a lot of blood. Like I said, either she ran away herself and staged this, or either she was playing around with some dude. In either case, she had a dude there. And they got into some type of altercation. Things got out of hand because he was drunk. He made a mistake and killed her. And maybe while she was dying, she crawled up over there to her baby's crib to try to see if he was okay. And then the person grabbed her and took her, or either she ran out there to her car to try to, because I guess she thought maybe she could run back to get her baby and then leave because her other daughter was across the street. So maybe she thought she could do that. And then the person who was there could have taken her before she got a chance to go back in and get the baby and grabbed her when she was at the car. That's why they see blood on the car. And then grabbed her from there and put her in a car and killed her and went to bury her somewhere. Could have happened like that too, huh? Or it could have just been an intruder, right? But an intruder, I don't think would be there drinking beer because he don't know how long it would be before somebody come home. Okay, so why would somebody sit down and drink a couple of beers when they don't know if somebody else? Usually back then, those times, those women had husbands, especially white women. So, you know, I don't see an intruder coming in there drinking a bunch of beers and hanging around. Okay, I think he killed her, whatever the case is. Okay, I think it was a boyfriend. Maybe somebody she was sitting on the side. Right, maybe he her, and she tried to get away, but why not run? Right. That's what makes me think that it could have been possibly her boyfriend, and she could have staged this too, and just made it look like she was assaulted and stuff. Because people do stupid shit. They would cut themselves on the wrist. If you cut yourself on the wrist, you can bleed a lot. And she could even cut herself on the leg. But it still doesn't explain the people who say they seen a woman on the street walking though. So that's what makes me go back to the point that I don't think that she planned this. I'm thinking she may have been fooling around. She may have been fooling around. He was there drinking because she know her husband was out of town. He wasn't coming back no time soon. And things got out of hand. Maybe she told the dude she don't want to see him no more, or whatever the case is. And it got out of hand. They get into a fight. He beat her and may have beat her so bad that, obviously that she started bleeding. And then she either walked or crawled over there to check on her baby, who probably started crying. And then maybe I don't know if he grabbed her when she was at the crib, or if she walked out to her car trying to leave. And then, just going out there to check. I don't know why she would run out to her car without grabbing the baby, though. That don't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Because usually if you're trying to leave, you would grab your child, run to the car with your child, and jump in your car and try to get the hell out of there. Okay, so maybe her and the man got into an altercation. I don't know, y'all. And he cut her or whatever the case is. And then she went to the crib, to tell her baby bye or to check on her baby. Maybe he picked her up from there. And then maybe he ran to the car with her. And that's how the blood got on the car, but then changed his mind and got in the other car. Because why would he get in her car anyway unless this is so confusing, unless she was at the car herself, like I said, because she was going to get in the car and leave herself after she go back in there to get her baby. Kind of strange. Let me see what you said. Oh, okay. So what was we at on that? Let me see. Let's read it again. Right. Maybe she was raped. Right. Maybe he raped her and tried to get away, but why not? Right. That could have happened. That could have. This is a weird ass case. Let's see what else they said. Well, they said that she embraced motherhood, enjoyed being a homemaker. However, some of her friends says she regretted leaving her career to start a family and may have been feeling a discontent. Police said, though, they never found any evidence saying that she was planning to leave. Some say that she may have suffered a head injury and wandered away in a state of confusion. At the time, a woman fitting her description was seen walking along Route 128. There was an active construction site along the road. Some people think she might have fallen into a pit along the highway and was buried. And they said police never ordered nobody to go look at that construction site. So why won't they do it now then? Anyway, in the years following her disappearance, authorities collected fingerprints from about 5,000 people to compare to the prints, but they found at the scene. However, as reported by this magazine, none of those prints matched the ones found in her home. Some say and I thought about this too. Some say she could have been pregnant and had arranged for an abortion to perform at her home. At the time, abortions was illegal. Therefore, Risch and the doctor performing the abortion could have faced public humiliation and legal trouble if they were caught. Now, I don't believe that one right there. And then they say something could have went wrong, and Joanne was either physically hurt or had a mental breakdown. It has been suggested that this theory explains the blood and the obvious attempts to clean up the blood. Supporters of this theory also suggest the beer may have been used as an anesthetic and the phone may have been ripped off the wall by the doctor as Joan attempted to call for help. This theory may also explain why a woman matches Joan's description was seen walking down the road with blood running down her legs. I mean, it could be when you say the blood was running down her legs. And at first they said the phone was taken down. Then they said it was just removed. Now it was ripped off the wall. I don't know, y'all. It's crazy. I was thinking that too. Maybe she was fooling around and got pregnant, and she didn't want the child or the husband to find out. So she got this illegal abortion, and things went wrong. Because if she was pregnant by her husband, why wouldn't she have told him? Hangers, right? And they could have. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, Martin, her husband, dismissed the abortion theory, as he said his wife loved children and enjoyed being a mother. He also dismissed theories that she planned her own disappearance. Martin believed that his wife was still alive somewhere and likely suffering from amnesia. Martin remained in the same home and did not change his phone number. He also refused to have Joan declared dead. Martin died in 2009 and never gave up hope for finding his missing wife. Dang, that's a sad story, y'all. That is a sad story. So he died in 2009, 14 years ago, and never gave up looking for his wife. We know he didn't do it. He stayed in the same home. He kept the same address. I mean, the same phone number and everything. So what happened to this lady? And the sad thing about it, we may never know, because whoever did it is probably not even alive now. And if she did fall into a pit, like some people say, I don't understand why they did not, even years later, the bones will still be there. Why come they didn't go and look? Why come they can't go, I guess, houses, because they did say a subdivision is there or something. But still, why come they can't go and search before the subdivision was built? That is crazy. So what y'all think about this story? People who watch this in a replay, just, if you want to, just tell me what you think about the story. This is crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now, I wonder what her daughter is saying all these years. What is her name? Lillian Risch? Let me just look her up and see real quick. Let me see Lillian before we get ready to get out here. I wish these kids, that little baby could talk and shit. Because he's a grown ass old dude by now. Not old as a decrepit, just older. Let's see. Yeah, she was 4 years old then. So she'd be 61 now. I don't see anything from her daughter. I thought I saw her daughter talking, though. I thought I did somewhere when I was looking at it before. Let's look at some TikTok. Is this her? Let's see. Oh, she said, "Mommy is gone. The kitchen is covered in red paint." That is sad. I don't see any articles with her daughter name on here. Okay, I mean, I don't see any interviews with her daughter here. If she's still alive. But yeah, that's crazy though. Just somebody just disappears. They still don't know what happened. Damn, that's crazy, man. I'm just looking at some of these articles and stuff. Let's see. It's the same stuff. They just don't have anything different. Can't believe they didn't find any. This is another picture of this lady too. I can't believe they couldn't find anything on her though. Even years later when stuff started advancing, why come they never did go back to the area before they build a subdivision and had things looked into? Hey, thank you for coming in. I don't understand why they didn't do that. Because I have heard of stories where people was missing for years and years and years, and they go back and dig up areas or dig up the body to check it. Why come they didn't search that area years later when they start getting improvements and everything, just to see, just bring closure. Because if her daughter and son is still alive, they probably still trying to figure out what happened to their mom. And right now, she was born in 1930, so 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 10, 20. Her ass would be old as hell. 20, 21, 22, 29. She would be old. She'd be 93 years old. So more than likely, she would probably be dead by now. I'm just saying. But still, as the kids of this lady, I'm thinking if they're still alive, they are probably still trying to figure out what happened to their mom. And then the dad died in 2009. 1, 2, 3. That's 14 years ago. He probably was about 80 some years old, 70 something when he died. That's sad, man. All those years, he probably was just waiting and hoping that his wife came back home. He stayed in the same address. He kept the same phone number. I know good and damn well he didn't have anything to do with this, because there's no way he would have stayed at that same home and kept the same number. He probably never even got married again. Let me see. Somebody said, hold on. Let's see what this person said right here. Let's see. They're going over the whole thing. Somebody raised a point, though. They said that Joan knew that her daughter would be across the street at her neighbor's house. Okay. So everything happened. She also put the other child to sleep. So everything happened during that time zone. I mean, that time. Now that's kind of a little sketchy, but still, yeah, she could have known that she was having a man coming over. I'm telling you, this lady probably was cheating, right? And she had a man come over. That's whose Oldsmobile that was, okay? And he was drinking the beers because she don't drink. You know, I mean, just because somebody's a good girl and cute and a good parent don't mean they can't be having a man on the side, because your husband is always gone, and you know things got out of hand with the man. Okay, he could have been a man that's opposite of her husband. You know what I'm saying? And then they could have got right. They could have got into a little disagreement because he probably was a little intoxicated by the beers, right? And they probably got in a fight, and she could have grabbed a knife, could have took it from her, but they didn't find no knife in there. Because how did she get cut? She probably grabbed a weapon, right? That's why you have blood and stuff all in the kitchen drawers and stuff like that. And she probably got stabbed with the knife. He could have even got stabbed too. You know what I'm saying? Just never know. And she ran over there or crawled over there to her child's crib, making sure her baby was okay, because her baby probably started crying, right? And either he grabbed her when she was at the crib and then ran to her car, not thinking, you know, being scared at first, and then realized he needed to get in his own car and, you know, grabbed her and took her to his car, never to be seen again. Or she could have ran to her own car, you know, I guess, I don't know why she would run there without her child, and then, you know, planning to go back to get her baby, but then he came and intervened and still grabbed her and took her in his car and left. Who's to say that did not happen like that? You know, the handset of the telephone had been pulled off where it was connected to the wall box. So she did pick up the phone. So when they started fighting, she probably was trying to call the police. And during those times, it wasn't no 911. Probably was the operator connect me to the police, right? I don't know. 61, I don't know how. Maybe she just could dial a number. I don't know. Anyway, the wastebasket, which was normally kept under the sink in a cabinet, was sitting in the middle of the kitchen floor. The basket was full, and the mouthpiece of the telephone was hung on its edge. The blood on the floor was dry except for 2 or 3 spots where there were a pool of blood, and this was not even dry completely. And then her little baby's corduroy pants, overalls, was on the kitchen stool, and there was blood on that, and a pair of child's underpants that were on the kitchen floor. Okay, so they was probably using that to try to get the blood up. Then a small table was on the side in the hallway leading to the living room, and it was later established that the table stood in the kitchen under the telephone. An apron also was on the floor in the hallway just beyond the tables, as was a local telephone directory, which was found open to emergency numbers. There was no other furniture upset in the whole house, except the kitchen appeared to be in order. So she must have. I'm telling you, either she had a man over there, because I don't know if somebody broke in, because they didn't say nothing was forced entry. Okay, so I believe she had a man there. Okay, and they probably was having an affair. Okay, that's why she had enough time to go get the telephone book to look up the numbers for emergency. Okay, and that would explain why certain furniture in certain rooms was messed up, and definitely in the kitchen, because I believe she ran in there and got a knife. Okay, and somehow he must have took the knife from her. He could have even got cut. You would never know, because they said it was a lot of blood. They don't even know who blood it was. They say it could be Jones, but they don't know for sure. And then, like I said, the nursery by the baby's bed. And then there was blood. And back to the kitchen again, and down the steps to the walk, then leading to Joan's car, which still sat in the driveway, because her ass was trying to run. I'm telling you, she was trying to run. There was blood on the trunk of her car as well. And there was also a wire hanger found on top of the car. Now here we go. Oh my God, this story is getting more. I'm finding out more and more information, y'all. Okay, wait a minute, hold up. So, you know what? Novella, maybe she was pregnant. Maybe she was pregnant. And a doctor, just like some of these people said, was performing an illegal abortion, and things got out of hand with that. And they did it wrong, or something happened. And that's why she was bleeding all over the place. Of course, if you lose a lot of blood, you are going to get disoriented. When they said they saw a woman on the freeway disoriented, it probably was her. That's why blood was draining from her, running from her legs. Because if they was trying to do a legal abortion and something went wrong and they using a hanger, that's what probably caused the operation to go crazy and stuff like that. Her trench coat and purse were still inside her house, but her cloth coat was gone. Joan must have threw that coat on and was trying to get away. Maybe she tried to get it. Okay, maybe she went in there and checked on her baby. Didn't have enough strength to grab her other baby. So she ran to the car. Okay, she ran to the car. Maybe she didn't have enough strength to open it, or maybe she didn't have her keys, and then she started running down the street. But somebody would have saw her. That didn't make no fucking sense. Plus, they would have saw blood dripping all the way down. It would have left a trail, and they didn't say anything about that. So that theory is thrown out the window. Okay, so no. Maybe the doctor grabbed her from the car, placed her in his Oldsmobile. Okay, maybe he then threw her out by that reservoir, because he knew that she was disoriented and everything. And then maybe she fell in a ditch. It was buried alive. And that's why they could never find her. But if blood was running down her legs, though, y'all, wouldn't it be a trail on the ground? Wouldn't it be a trail on the ground, y'all? This is crazy. They got more pictures, but I'm not going to show you these because you can't see the blood all over everywhere, y'all. So I'm not going to show these pictures. I mean, blood is everywhere. And this picture right here is like they showing the blood. It's just everywhere, by the phone, on the wall. In one corner in particular by the phone, they probably was really struggling there. And she probably was crawling on the floor, because the way this blood is on the floor, it looked like it's a trail. And it looks like maybe she was crawling on the floor. And maybe they was trying to do a legal abortion or whatever the case is. That's why a hanger was on the daggone car. Because why would you need a hanger? The wire hanger was found on top of the car. And there's a lot of blood everywhere, by the high chair and everything. They say it was also a few disturbing clues aside from the blood left at the Jones kitchen. It appeared that someone had attempted to clean up the blood. I already said that. There were paper towels on the floor. I thought that was paper towels that I see here. Yeah, they was trying to clean up with paper towels. Maybe she was trying to clean up with paper towels at first. And the blood has been smeared. And it even appeared that David's clothing had been used to attempt to clean it up. Also, strangely missing in the kitchen was an absence of any footprints in the blood. That's weird. That's very weird. When they notified her husband, he took a flight back to Massachusetts, where he was questioned by the police. and he was quickly eliminated as suspect due to his to him being in New York when Joan went missing. I don't know what they be writing. This is crazy. A lot of people said they saw a woman who matched her appearance walking along a nearby highway. So I'm thinking the doctor who did the abortion probably picked her up right when she was standing by that car and put her in his car. But I'm shocked nobody heard her screaming or anything. And then he probably put her out on Route 128 on the highway because they was in the process of doing some construction there. So he probably figured that she would probably even fall into the reservoir or whatever the case is, because she was disoriented. They said about 2:45 p.m. on that day, a woman described as in her early 30s wearing a loose-fitted gray coat that came to her knees or a little above was observed walking with the flow of traffic at the side of the road on Route 28 in Lincoln in the direction of Concord, about 200 yards beyond Old Bedford Road in Lincoln. This woman appeared to be walking aimlessly, shuffling along and hunched over as though she was cold. She seemed untidy in her appearance. And then between 3:15 and 3:30 on that day, a woman described as in her early 30s, wearing a loose-fitting either charcoal gray or navy blue coat with a heavy concentration of blood streaming down both legs, front and rear, was seen walking in a northerly direction on the grass central strip, Route 128 in Waltham, just north of Charter House Motel, beyond the Renter Street cutoff, walking in a plotty manner with her head down. Her hands were cradled to her stomach as though carrying something, and her general appearance was untidy. This is weird as hell, y'all. And then about 4:25 p.m. on that day, a woman described as about 35 years of age, wearing a grayish color coat that came to her knees, was observed walking with the flow of traffic in a southerly direction at the edge of the roadway on 128, about midway between the Trapello Road cutoff and the Trapello Road overpass. This woman's legs, both front and rear, were covered with what appeared to be blotches of brownish colored mud. She walked with her head pitched forward and had both hands in her pocket. The woman in these sightings appeared to be in distress, yet no one is reported to have stopped and offered her assistance, which is fucking weird. Also, they said there was some rumors of her succumbing to a botched home abortion, but there is no real evidence to support this theory. And then her husband said she loved kids and stuff. They also said there was a possibility that Joan suffered a medical emergency, such as an accident or hemorrhage, which would explain the blood loss and possibly even the sighting of the woman who may have been Joan. The amount of blood found at the scene was not enough to signify a life-threatening situation when Joan was in the kitchen anyway. So there wasn't a lot of blood like we thought. Another interesting fact reported in the newspaper near the time Joan went missing was that in early November, just a few weeks after Joan went missing, an unknown woman called her home at least a dozen times. What? At the time, Martin's parents were staying at the home to help Martin care for the children. Martin's father answered the phone, but the caller refused to speak with him. On the same day as some of the phone calls to the home, one of the neighbors received a phone call from a very excited woman who complained she had been trying to call her home, but had not been able to get a hold of anyone she knew. Could this caller possibly have been Joan? There was also a few neighbors who reported a mid-1950s blue Chevy in the driveway in mid-afternoon on the day Joan went missing. The time the vehicle may or may not have been there is in dispute, and police believe it was unmarked. It was an unmarked police car, and that the time witnesses observed the car in the driveway was incorrect. Then, after she was missing a year, more information came about that gave investigators a possible new theory. A reporter named Serene Gerson for the Fence Viewer decided to investigate Joan's reading habits by compiling the books taken from the library from the Jones family library card. She discovered in the summer prior to Joan's disappearance, she had taken out about 25 library books, and nearly all of them seemed to be focused on missing people, and even people staging their own disappearance. And they said that book, Into Thin Air, Joan's disappearance mirrored the book, leading some people to believe she used it as a map to guide her disappearance. In 1964, the Boston Globe even and his theory was that he suspected Joan was alive, living somewhere between Boston and New York. This was purely just something he thought on his part. But of course, this gave a possible new angle on Joan's missing person case. Could Joan have staged her own disappearance? Were the books she selected just an innocent choice of someone who enjoyed reading about missing people? Or were they perhaps used as research for something Joan had been planning? Anyway, they got four theories. Joan had arranged illegal abortion and had suffered a life-threatening complication, causing her to lose blood, panic, and flee. Joan was reading on missing people books in order to formulate her own plan to withdraw from her life and arrange a bloody scene to throw people off the trail. Joan came into her house that afternoon and surprised an intruder, and a struggle in the kitchen ensued where the perpetrator took Joan with them in their car, and she eventually met with foul play. There were some reports that there may have been bloody fingerprints that was unidentified in the kitchen, but there was conflicting information about this in the newspaper in past articles. Also, another theory is that Joan suffered from some unexpected and random medical emergency where she was losing blood and while disoriented took off on foot, disappearing. But anyway, no matter what theory people lean toward, no one scenario makes perfect sense. This is what makes her disappearance so baffling and so sad as a young family was broken apart that October day. Anyway, her husband really never wanted to discuss the case of his missing wife in the years after her disappearance. He constantly held on to the belief that his wife was still alive and she was suffering from amnesia. Right up until his death in 2009, he had kept the same phone number just in case his wife decided to call him. So somebody did reach out to Joan's friend, whom she had spoken with the day before she went missing. She said she really didn't have anything more to add, but did direct this person to an interview she did for the Boston Globe around 1971. She did tell me that she has hated all those false reports surrounding her friend's disappearance over the years. Okay, so again, I really don't know, y'all. This is a baffling case. And what's even more strange is that they never found out, her body or anything, and they didn't have common sense to go and extract anything, at that site, just look into the area before they start building a damn subdivision or whatever they build over there. And if she did succumb in the woods, you still don't have no bones or anything. If somebody do die in the woods, I don't know if any animals eat bones and stuff. I mean, yeah, skin and all of that stuff, but the bones would still be there. The skull, bone, all that would still be there. And if she did leave on her own and stage everything and went somewhere else, I'm just going to say that's a damn shame to leave your kids and everything, I mean, if she loved her kids like they claim she did, I don't see her, just leaving her baby, and her other little girl. That's just weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's a baffling case. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys want to read more about it, you can just go to Google. You can also go to YouTube. You can also go to TikTok, where they are talking about this story all the time. Somebody said, what investigation? They work tirelessly to solve this crime. Yeah, right. Paul is just a narcissist with a crazy family that covers for him, that covers for evil. They will all face the big judge on Judgment Day. Then what will they have to say? And ha ha ha, he's going bald, hooked on drugs, always going to jail. That wouldn't have happened to him if he was innocent. Who the hell is she talking about? Let me see. Who are they talking about in this article? It could be about the same person. Hold on, let's see. Okay, this is why do they have? Let me tell you something. Why do these stupid articles be having other people messages from a different article here? And that's why I was like, what the hell is she talking about? This is not the same. This don't even go with this. These comments do not go with the article. People are nuts when they be putting stuff together. Let's see. Anyway, the thing about it is, though, like I said, I think they should have looked into that area where they saw her, and I think they should have dug up that area to see if she happened to fall into a pit, if you see any bones or whatever the case is. I don't feel like they did all they could do. You know, even if they didn't, if they weren't advanced back then, what about years later? What about in the 80s? Okay, it's never too late. Bones are going to be there for a long time. So what about even in the late 70s? You know, you don't need too much, I don't think, to go dig up a site to see if there are bones there. Goodness. And then even all this time later, I don't know if they took samples of the blood and stuff. And if they had samples of Joan's blood, I don't know if they did. They said they didn't, I don't think. But they say if they did, maybe they could have told if that was her blood there and if somebody else was there too. I just think it's more they could have did. Let's see, you said probably white footprints, why it looked like it was trying to be clean. Right, they did, they did. Right, all these neighbors and they didn't hear anything, nothing. Yeah, so why come they can't go and find hers? And then you said maybe she changed her mind after she felt the pain. Maybe she was drugged, reason for her disoriented, or they made her drink to take the pain away. Right, they could have did all of that and stuff. Damn, this is crazy. Crazy, crazy story, y'all. And I was trying to see if I could find anything on her daughter, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. Lillian Risch. I don't know what her little boy name. Let me see. Let me just go Lillian Risch before we get ready to get out of here. Let me see if I can find her. Did she say anything about her? They updated the story in 2022, but they're still saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's the story I just got through reading to you guys. I don't know if this is her right here, a mental health therapist now. I don't know. I don't know. They got an Instagram story right here, but I don't know if this is the same. So let me see real quick. Yeah, this is the person talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody can talk about stuff, just like I just did. I was trying to find her to see if she had anything that she wanted to say about her mom. See, but she probably really don't know anything because she was only 4 years old, and she was next door anyway. So she wouldn't know anything. The only thing she's gonna remember is running back, going to the house, not finding her mom, and seeing blood over everywhere. So what couldn't she really say? I don't see anything anyway. So there's nothing really she could say, you know. But anyway, y'all, that is a sad, sad situation, a sad story. I don't know what else to say about it. I don't know. I don't know what happened to this lady. I'm just shocked that they did not, look for her a little bit more, and especially years down the road. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like when they start getting advancement and things, I think they could have basically start looking again. I'm pretty sure her husband was pressing the issue. What was his name again? I don't even remember her husband's name. What's his name? John? No, Martin. His name is Martin, right? Let me see. Martin Risch. Let's see. This is not him though. This is him right here. So this is an obituary right here. So this is what her husband used to look like. I guess. I think this is him right here though, because he died June 2020, 2009. Told you my ass is a good detective, y'all. If y'all need any information found, I'm gonna charge you a fee though, but I can find it for you. I'm so crazy. But for real. That's him right there. Okay. So he died. Then y'all what he died from? Let's see. Yeah, this is him right here. Massachusetts. I don't know. He looked kind of guilty. I'm sorry, y'all, but for real, he really does, though. But I mean, he looked like he could have. He looked like he could have planned the murder for real, don't he? Though, but he probably did. I'm just joking. Let's see. I don't know though. Is this him? This is him right here too. I don't know, y'all. I'm beginning to think something. That's him. Okay. But I don't know. He may not have had nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? People who be looking all sane and shit and looking like they ain't gonna do something, they be the ones that be doing the most. Okay, and that's on everything. But that's him. That is him. And he was studied. You know, I don't believe he did anything to his wife because he was basically still thinking that she had just left. But then again, you just never know with these people. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. I don't know. I don't get no real feeling that he did anything to her. I just don't. Some people you can almost get a feeling that they did something crazy. You know what I'm saying? They did stuff. But I don't get that vibe for real with him. Okay, I just don't. What y'all do? Y'all get a y'all do he look like he could have did it? Anyway, let's see. Right there, finding bones. I identified them today from years and years ago. Massachusetts. Yep, Massachusetts. Yep. And he stayed in the same house with the same numbers all since 1961. So that's why I don't believe he did it. Because why would he want to stay in that same house where his wife got taken from or she walked away from? And if he set it up, why would he want to stay there if he had her killed? And this is the deputy who got caught with 100 pounds of fentanyl. And I just said I'm not gonna talk about him in detail because he may have connections with the you know what. But that's him. I'm gonna show him briefly, okay? All right. Okay, but anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this live tonight. If you want to, I mean today, if you want to research this story on your own, you can definitely go to YouTube. You can also go to TikTok. Let me go to TikTok, see what people say real quick about her. You can go look it up yourself on Google and just it's a lot of information about this lady's case, but it's basically all saying the same thing that I just read. But you never know, you may find something out different. So you can go look it up and see. What was this lady's name again? Joan Risch. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Let me see what they're saying about it on TikTok real quick before we get ready to go. And then I got to go ahead and get ready to get out of here. This is sad, y'all. I'm just looking at these people talking about her. Let me see. Maybe I'll use this person right here. Let's see. Let me see. Make sure she ain't playing on music.
She lived in a suburb of Boston with her husband Martin and their two children, Lillian and David.
I don't like it when they play music in the background. I don't know why they just can't talk without playing music.
Went to the neighbors and said, "Mommy is gone and the kitchen is covered with
Let me show y'all this one.
On entering the house, they found blood covering the walls in the kitchen, the floor. Some of it was wiped up with paper towels, and some of it was on a phone that had been thrown in the trash, as well as a phone book that was open to the emergency numbers. Although there was all this blood, palm prints, fingerprints, and a pretty solid timeline of Joan's day, the day she disappeared, she has never been seen again, and no one has been charged with anything in her case. Joan Risch, who was originally born Joan Bard, was born in 1930 in Brooklyn, New York. Around age 9, both of her parents died in a fire that engulfed their home, and she was the only one that made it out. It's said that this fire was a little bit suspicious, but nothing has ever been ruled in that case, and it's pretty scarce online.
Oh, sorry, shit. Hold up. Y'all, this girl right here is a dodo bird. Y'all know I'm talking about myself, okay? Wait. The hell? Wait.
So the kitchen walls, floor, phone book were covered in blood. There was blood leading upstairs to her son's bedroom, her bedroom. There was blood leading out to the car. And there was a woman sighted walking along Route 128 who was hunched over with bleeding coming from her legs, and she was clutching her stomach as if she was in pain. So it's possible that this woman was Joan Risch, but the timeline doesn't 100% add up. So let's jump into theories of what could have happened to Joan Risch the day she disappeared. Like I said, in the months before her disappearance, she had been found to have been taking out many books from the library on disappearances that were staged and unstaged, which leads us to the first theory of her voluntarily disappearing. Obviously, there was no internet back then. It was 1961. So the best way for her to learn about how to disappear on her own would be to check out books from the library. However, However, her husband stated that she just liked those books. She was interested in true crime, just as we all are, which is completely understandable from our point of view. If I went missing and someone looked at all the books I have in my house or looked at my search history, it would look pretty suspicious, like I tried to plan my own disappearance, especially if it lined up so well with one of the books or cases I read about, like Joan did with Into Thin Air, which, if you didn't see the first video, was a book about a disappearance where only blood and a towel is left behind, which was pretty much what was left at her house when she disappeared.
Thank you, girl.
Another theory that I think is pretty interesting is the botched abortion theory. I found this one on a subreddit called, quote, the bizarre 1961 disappearance of Joan Risch, end quote. This theory was presented by someone with the username AFDC92. So here's what the user said. My best guess is that she had a doctor come over to perform an abortion and it went wrong and she started bleeding and there was panic and confusion. She tried to call emergency numbers, they got into a struggle, and he stopped her and ripped the phone off the wall and threw it away. Maybe he took her somewhere else until she stopped bleeding, but she died of her wounds and her body was hidden so he wouldn't be charged with murder and performing illegal abortions. Maybe she wandered off and went to find help, but in her pain and confusion, she accidentally wandered into the construction zone, died, and was accidentally buried. Although you would expect more of a blood trail in this case. I'm inclined to think that the woman seen on the road was another red herring and was unrelated to Joan's case, but I could also be wrong about that. When I originally read this theory, I thought it was a pretty good theory. It was 1961. Abortions were really hard to get. They were pretty much illegal, so a botched abortion would make sense. And whoever was performing the abortion would not want anyone to know that they were doing that. Like I said in the last video, if adultery was running rampant in this little city, like it says everywhere, then Joan could have been with someone else and she could have needed the abortion because it was not Martin's child. Going along with the theory of having an affair is a lover's quarrel that led to Joan's death. Maybe she threatened to tell his wife or her husband and he just snapped. This could explain the unknown car in the driveway both that day and supposedly 5 days before. Someone on Reddit that went by the username Robin Warder1, which I believe is the guy who does the Trail Went Cold podcast, which is a fantastic podcast, stated this. If you visit Joan Risch's Wikipedia page, you'll find a PDF containing original documents from the case, such as newspaper articles and police reports, which were assembled together by a group called New England's Untold Story. Curiously, the PDF file outlines a potential scenario where Joan was murdered by an intruder inside her home and follows this up with maps of land which were owned by Barbara Barker and her husband William in the nearby town of Lexington. It lists the location as Joan's suspected burial site and seems to infer that William Baker was her killer, but provides no context or explanation for this, and you will not find William Baker's name in any articles or official documents about the case. This could be a potential theory because Barbara Barker was the last person to see Joan. And I was thinking about that too, y'all. So she could have made up a timeline to cover for her husband, but I think we would need more information on where he was that day and what he was doing all day. Although her husband stated that he believed she was alive with amnesia, as well as Leah O'Neill stating that he believed she was alive and was just avoiding coming out and being noticed, and the last known investigator in 1996 stating she was probably alive. I don't think she was alive. It just doesn't seem reasonable. Somebody would have seen her or said something by now.
Okay.
So the kitchen walls, floor, phone.
So let me stop this. So I thought about the next door neighbor as well. Another theory is that she could have been fooling around with the next door neighbor's husband. Okay. That's why Miss Barker knows so damn much about everything. Okay. So you just never know. But I really do believe, I don't really believe the abortion theory too much. I believe this lady was having an affair. I just really do, y'all. Okay, I honestly believe that she probably was having an affair and things got out of control. He was there drinking. I don't even know if the Barkers had anything to do with it, honestly, because he could have, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I just believe she was playing around. Or like he was talking about, her husband, to you, he looks like a dark person. Well, if he did, he do it. He probably stay there so it wouldn't look like he did. You just never know. He did look kind of sinister. But sometimes people can look like that and be angels. And you got people who be looking sweet, be doing the most. I'm just trying to figure out, I was saying that to myself inside my brain about her next door neighbor, knew a lot about every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This is a strange case, but hopefully one day they find out exactly what happened to this lady. Don't call me while I'm on the live, all right? I told you about that. And so hopefully one day sorry about that, y'all. They will find out exactly what happened to this lady, because I'm pretty sure if her kids are still alive or grandkids or whatever case is, other family members, they really want to know what happened to their family member. And if her husband didn't have any thing to do with it, I'm pretty sure he was sad as hell when he died because he still didn't know the truth about his wife or anything. This girl did 45 parts to this story. So her name on TikTok is, let's see, it's true crime with let me just write it down here. Y'all can go look at her and you can watch the whole thing. I don't know what else she will uncover, but you can do that. Let me see. True crime. Let me follow her with Alexis. Her name's Crazy Ways. That's her name on TikTok, okay? The girl you guys was just looking at. And she has 45 parts of this, okay? It says part 45. So if you want to go listen to all the parts, you can feel free to do that, okay? Let me show you what she look like again so in case y'all see her TikTok page. And you can go do the TikTok. You don't have to be on TikTok to have a TikTok, okay? You can just look at other videos and stuff like that. That's her right there. She told the story pretty good. She has 45 parts to this in case you want to hear more about it or see what else she thinks and other people think. It's a lot of write-ups on this lady, and they do have original files. I did see them, and you may want to read that in the PDF file like she just said. Okay, and again, her name is up there. It's True Crime with Alexis on TikTok. All right, that's TikTok. As a matter of fact, I think I'll follow her so I can look at what else she has. I may want to talk about it on my channel or something like that. Okay, so y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this live today. I hate when I go with these missing cases and you can't find these people or anything. But that's the world we live in. And as you see, even back in the 60s, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, people were missing. Okay, they became missing. A lot of people are missing and was never found. All right, it ain't just start happening now. They've been missing for a long time. People become missing for a long time. Just like being victims of RAPE, all types of stuff. It just wasn't out like it is now because we have cell phones, computers, and all this type of stuff. But my prayers are extended out to her family members, okay? And like I said, I hope they can find some closure one day soon. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad, sad case. All right, guys. I want to thank Novella for coming by and coming back. And girl, I hope to see you again in this chat, girl. And thank you for providing your input. I also want to say thank you to Emily for coming by, showing support, and providing her, hey, Shay, whatever she said. I can't remember what she said. I'm trying to go back to her thing, wherever it is. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Emily. I don't even see her name. Oh, here it is right here. Emily, thank you for so much for coming by, showing support. I don't know if she has a channel, y'all. For sure, I need to check to see. But you can type it in YouTube to see if she does, because she got TV up there, so I'm thinking she probably do. And y'all may want to show her some love and on all that. You know what I'm saying? I need to go and subscribe and stuff if she does. As a matter of fact, let me just screenshot it because I forget people's stuff on YouTube so I can remember to do it. Tomorrow, y'all, we're going to talk about another case. I think I still got to cover that dude who became missing. The little dude, the little young dude who became missing out here in Cali on, I think, highway or freeway 110, 101. I don't know all our freeways. We have so many. And I was supposed to tell you the story a while ago. Let me see. Let me see if I can find him. Hold on, y'all. I got to look and see if I can find him. I know I could. Oh, see, he ran out of gas on the California road 27 years ago and has never been found. I'm talking about this dude right here. We're going to talk about him tomorrow, okay? Oops. Oh, God, I'm putting people's numbers up on the damn. Oh, that's my number. I don't give a fuck if y'all see it, okay? That's my number to WhatsApp. It don't matter. I thought I put somebody else's number up there. Because if y'all call me with some shit, you're going to get cussed out. That's on everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I made a mistake and put my own number. Thank God, because I didn't want to put nobody else's number up there. I said I'd be making all type of bloopers when I'm on this damn thing. I'm not going to go out and edit that out, though, because I can simply just, I can simply just change my number. That's on my WhatsApp, though. So, I got to start being careful when I be doing that type of shit. My ass always showing shit that I'm supposed to show on social media and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna talk about him tomorrow, okay? Because I think that's a very fascinating case as well. Let me just send that back to myself on WhatsApp so it can be up in the front. Okay, so I can have it in the front so I can see it. And then, like I told you, we're gonna go over that girl Ayana Sawyer too, about her case and stuff. Now I don't know which one I'm gonna do tomorrow. I may do Ayana tomorrow and then do the dude on Friday. But we will talk about the murder case of hers, exactly what happened, and then we will go over his missing case because I suppose I covered him a couple of weeks ago and stuff. It's very important to talk about people who become missing, y'all, because you never know when someone in your family may become missing. Yeah, I'll edit it out. Okay, girl. Thank you so much. And you have a good night too. But I will talk about probably her tomorrow and stuff and cover her case as well as some breaking news. All right. Other than that, I want to say thank you to everybody in the bushes for coming by, checking me out. I want to say thank you to everybody who watches us in the replay. I'm getting ready to go to work right now. I got to go dress first because I don't have on my clothes or anything. Don't forget, y'all, to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to this channel. This was a long thing. I didn't realize I was on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. This was an interesting live, though. Anytime you're dealing with people like this, you definitely, yeah, the uncle and the niece, you definitely, can't limit the time because these are very important topics. You know what I'm saying? So we are going to talk about that, another one tomorrow, and probably Ayana. Okay. Other than that, guys, don't forget if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing a cash app at $Shades2. And I think that's it. Y'all have a good, blessed rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next live. I got to edit this out. So let me see how many views I got because you can't see that until you actually get off the thing. And because when I edit my phone shit out of it, it's going to do a whole new video. That's why I hate that I showed that fucking number up there. Man. But anyway, y'all, I'll see you guys later. And y'all have a good day, okay? And thank you, Nabella, again, okay? I hate when I be making bloopers, y'all, like that. There you go. Wait, what the hell am I? Y'all, shit. Good night, y'all. Something is wrong, y'all. I've been tripping out the whole time I've been on this damn live. But anyway, y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one, okay? Take care. I'm kind of pissed about that number shit that I put up there by mistake. Anyway, y'all, see y'all later.